Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're doing well today. We're going to be doing a bit more Battle Passy, arena-y kind of stuff, because there's a few things to do. I've got some quests to do from today that I haven't done, so we're going to do that. I'm actually partway through the next Theta quest, which is this one, to Great Heights. I've got to win another checkpoint game. We already won one. It's 50-50 whether we win the next one, I guess. So we will see. Yo, Mohammed, how's it going? What's up, Spin? I'm surprised how quickly you can get Theta if it stays like that, and it's the first thing I'm going to do next. Why? Yeah, I mean, they've reduced the Easy Money Part 1 down from level 7 to level 3 as well. So that should actually help. That should actually help. Let's see what we got going on here. So I'm up to level 33. I bought all the important stuff. I'm kind of like building up the BPs and just sort of saving them for now, just to get to the high level stuff. To be honest, it doesn't really matter. I probably could spend it, but I'll save it for the minute and just get the important things, and then I'll go back and like backfill it in on the other stuff, just in terms of priority order. Like, there's no rush to spend them right now, so I'm just making them each time. Apparently, they said that you're going to keep those BPs through wipes, so it actually matters a lot less that that you use them. You know, what game is this? WTF Cosmetics? Absolutely. I made a really sick. I like this M4. I mean, I'm a heathen, right? I don't know anything about real guns, so maybe this is a pure travesty. What was this one? Oh no, this is the deserty one. Yeah, there's if the thing is, you can't select mags right now, which is really annoying. Oh yeah, it's not this build, is it? It's not this build. You have to. Some parts don't have paint applicable yet. So the bad build that I have, this one with the SAI, that's fully paintable. But the only way that you can paint the mag is if you do paint all, weirdly. So you have to kind of paint all and then unpaint stuff. Yeah, since when? It's the battle pass basically that just appeared in Tarkov as part of arena. So yeah, I was looking at doing something like this. You can't do this in the base game yet. Oh, the mag does. Oh, it does appear. Okay. Maybe it only appears if you can if you actually can paint it or whatever. But I think this goes hard. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think this gun goes hard personally. Probably without this, but it's kind of neat. I kind of like the yellow. I've been looking at a few different ones and trying to figure out what's cool, what's not cool. You could do that for like the MP7 as well. You can like make it extra yellow, which is kind of neat. I mean, the camera, like these ones are pretty neat. Like they're quite good. I quite like them. I don't know if the suppressor actually has it, because that's the normal yellow, but this is the skin yellow, which I actually think is even more cool. I think the yellow one, bizarrely, is like the favorite one that I've unlocked so far. Oddly. Right, what have I got to do? Checkpoint. Eliminate his enforcer. Oh, bloody hell. And capture the objective 1 billion times. Okay, all right. Well, we'll do it. What am I going to play? Probably Bay 5. It's capture objective. We'll just play enforcer. It'll be all right. Yeah, go out for a month, they add skins. Yeah, so it's now a free battle pass on arena that you basically can get cosmetics, and it transfers across to the base game. Yeah, so clothes are in there at the moment. They haven't actually added the painting in the base game yet. I'm hoping that you'll be able to pick up spray cans or win spray cans or something in the base game, that it's not arena exclusive, but we'll see. At the moment, it's only in arena that you can get it. But yeah, it does carry across. And as I said, it's free. So you don't have to pay for this battle pass. They've called this one Battle Pass 0, so I imagine the other ones you will have to pay for in the future. I would guess, but again, who knows? We will see. Pink skin when? Well, you could see, yeah, when we jump out of this one, I can show you all of them. You can see all of the ones coming. There's like a purpley one. I know everyone is complaining about how strong Enforcer is, but so far I've not had success with it. I mean, I always used to think Enforcer was awful as well, but I think a lot of people complaining about Enforcer are talking about it from a like base game perspective, or like base arena perspective, so blast gang mode, not necessarily last year in checkpoint, because I think in the respawn modes, I think Enforcer is a lot less powerful, because in that you need to hear a lot more. You know, it's less the territory that's under control is a lot more in flux. I think at competitive levels, Enforcer is OP because of that, because you can basically just survive a headshot in a corner peek fight. But I think in last tier and checkpoint, and especially in just pub games, I don't think it's that strong, because you can't hear very well, and it's just so crazy. Like the matches are just so much more crazy. People literally, the matching happens for like 2 seconds, and people are unable to be here to press the button. I'm at this point, I'm certain people are literally sat there just pressing it and trolling people. It must be. It must be. That makes a ton of sense. That's how I think about it, yeah, because a lot of the people who you see complaining about Enforcer specifically are like arena mains, and I don't consider myself an arena main by any stretch of the imagination, right? I don't play the competitive mode. I got downvoted to hell for suggesting they remove the accept button. Anyone that doesn't match on 9 out of 10 should have their PC exploded. I agree. I agree. We'll go for complete intolerance. That's the stance. So far, the best gut. So I've tried a few different weapons. Enforcer's actually be kind of annoying. I have an RPK. People swore, like, people said, no, don't do the RPK on Enforcer. And I actually quite like it. It plays out a bit more like the normal guns. I don't really like the big boys. I haven't tried the PKP. I tried the M60, but that with BCP, like, it wasn't that great. And the overswing is horrible. I like ADSing. And with those big guns, I find just point fire, like, kind of hard. So I actually would rather have, like, an RPK with PP ammo, which is not the best, but you've got big 60 rounders, so it's all right. Rather than trying to contend with, you know, the unruly beasts. But I haven't tried the PKM or PKP or whatever it's called, so maybe that's better, because apparently that gets LPS, which seems like crazy. Early stream, yeah, I'm early by about 25 minutes. I just thought I'd jump on. I was done with everything. Kids in bed, or at least my wife's doing the last little section. So I was like, yeah, we'll just jump on ASAP. Try and get some games in. They should turn off the CS like match accept stuff for unranked in general. Just have a normal matchmaking system. Tired of waiting 8 minutes for a match not to load. I find that my matches load really fast, but I only play Checkpoint and Last Hero unranked, so I don't know whether that's different to the other games. Pink AXMC, Katia, you like schoolgirl backpack. Yeah. Also, apparently there's a bit of a spate of people turning up in Checkpoint and just then going AFK. There's a 3-level drought past 77. Well, you don't get anything. Oh, returning to matchmaking with high priority. Why? No. Come on. You were saying about 8 minutes. We're actually getting there. What if they add a female character to Premium Battle Pass? I don't think they're going to do it because it's a lot of work. How are 3 people not at their computer? Like, what is wrong with everybody? What is wrong with everyone? What's wrong with people, man? Almost cost me with 3 wins without 4 losses. I got really lucky on that and literally just did 3 straight wins with no losses at all. It was crazy. Need to remove rewards for team members who inflict no damage. Yeah, maybe. And yeah, some of the... I'm just thinking about the designer stuff. I find really annoying are the capture ones. Or kill people while you're on the point. Those are really annoying because they kind of make you... Your incentives are like not necessarily aligned with actually winning the game. I kind of don't mind cap point one. That's sort of okay. Kill people while you're on the point is like extra annoying. Oh man, I played against 2 people who... Yeah, I'm like 70% sure they were cheating. There's been a lot of people who've been really sussy in Arena recently, bizarrely. And I mean, I say bizarrely, but like with the launch of the Battle Pass, it wouldn't surprise me if there's been an influx of cheaters. But there's been quite a few weird situations, and one in particular on Bay 5. There's the inside area kind of warehouse, and 2 dudes just like sat in there the whole game with semi-auto guns. I think they had SR25s or something. And both of them just sat in that building the whole time. And as soon as anybody came anywhere near them, they instantly headshot everybody who went inside. But they literally didn't move from there. So we just capped the other 2 points and we actually ended up winning. But we just didn't even go there. We just didn't go there at all. But like they knew exactly where you were. Like no matter which angle you came from, they knew exactly where you were. I had some guy pre-firing me on Last Hero the other day through like solid concrete walls and stuff. And I was like, this is really weird. Like, and it's what's really funny is that I've played, you know, you play against people who are like really good sometimes. Because I'm usually top 3 in Last Hero. And I think I have like a 30% first rate on Last Hero now, which is like, I feel like that's pretty good. And sometimes you play against other people who just like trounce you, right? And you're just like, man, this guy's good. And when you're playing against them, you can kind of tell when they're like like super sick, just their movement, and like they headshot you super fast, right? But like sometimes you kill them, they don't always kill you, but the way that they move makes it really hard to like actually just get a shot on them. And then you play against these other people who like their movement kind of sucks, and they're not actually that good. Sometimes you just like catch them out in ways that you're like you wouldn't be there if you were good, right? But they just get like unbelievable shots on, and you're like, I don't know. I feel like in Last Hero Chop Shop, I feel like now I can kind of. I feel like I'm getting that sense, you know, like the Desmonds of the world, right? There's that they've got that kind of sense of you know, when people are cheating or not. I feel like I'm sort of getting that in Chop Shop because I know the map so well now and I've played against good people a lot on there. I feel like I'm now getting that sense of like when something's not right, because you can kind of tell. Like when someone's really, really good, often I'm just like, I don't know. And then sometimes it's a bit strange, but there's certain people who are just like, your aim is amazing and your movement's awful. Like there's no way that you have that aim with the movement that you have. It's so weird. I haven't played Tarkovsky since Streets. Have they added any more maps? Not really. Streets is the main big one that has come recently. The only other one that sort of counts is Labyrinth. That's part of the event that's ongoing at the moment. It is technically a separate map. So you transit to it underneath Shoreline. So you've probably seen it as a together as a Minotaur and all sorts of weird stuff. Yes, this is the RPK I'm running. It's all right. It's got 60 rounders of PP, so I feel like it's kind of okay. Been really disappointed by the MP7. Oh man, I love the MP7 in Arena. I think it's great. It's honestly my go-to. Like it genuinely is my go-to right now. English voiceover OP. I know, and sometimes it's really funny. The guy's sometimes hilarious as well. Oh, the guys that I was talking about, by the way, I was crouched like this and they headshot me through the box, literally right off the rip as well. Maybe I'll just do something really sneaky right from the word go. Is anyone going to capture B? He's our friend. How is he not dead? I literally can't kill anyone. Did the Theta very easily? Just finished? Yeah, it shouldn't take too long. I've not actually done much of it. I need to focus on it a bit. I'm doing the arena quest for it right now because I need to do the dailies anyway. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to be a bit more active so that we don't just lose this. Oh, I've also got cap points as well. I managed to lose the bonus for it. Yeah, you're always on blue now, yeah. You're always on blue now. Whoa. One thing that's really gross about this side, ouch, is that you can be ow. You can basically get it's not really like well, I guess it is spawn camped. PP rounds makes you work for it. Yeah, you've got to have good aim. What is everybody doing? What's everyone else doing? We're just losing all the points. We're gonna lose our freaking. Ah, crap. Thanks for showing me that down family. Now I can't unsee it. No, it's good. Oh, they're going to capture that before I get in there. Never mind. Where's this guy? There he is. Cancels the cap, which is kind of annoying. Oh no, 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 no. Ah. Yeah, this side sucks, honestly. This side's not as good on... Oh, I thought he was going to die then. Ouch. +5 armor saving me, though. You can just... The issue is here, this side, you can get in so easily and so close to people's spawns. It's, like, really annoying. I should have done this a different way round, by the way. I should have used my... I can still do it, in fairness. Ah! I don't know, I'm getting shot by. I know. Jeez. Oh, there's more. More of them in annoying places. Like, people could just be all around your spawn, and it really, really is hard on this side. Like, dudes, like, up here and stuff. They're a bit close, in my opinion. Where's that guy? 6 hits. Okay, on the topic of walls, what percentage of people do you think using any form of cheats? I think it can't be that high, right? Oh gosh, that's my teammate. Got to try and force this a bit at least. Don't run across me, dude. Oh, no, he's my friend. Ah, crap. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think it's I don't think it's that many. I hope it's not that many. Using walls and stuff. I hope not. Man, okay, he's defending it. Come on, people. I feel like we're trying really hard here. There we go. Ah! Wait, maybe I don't need to play Enforcer now, actually. I don't think I need to play Enforcer now. I don't think. I'm gonna go to my MP7. It's just super annoying because, like, people can just be right outside your base and just kill you over and over. It's right pain in the ass. When you lose all 3 points, you start losing really, really fast. No, no. Win here is more important. Yeah, it is. I think I have to do it again. I don't think we're gonna win here, though, unfortunately. Oh, mate, he's on. My friend. How are we losing B? They could literally be coming from anywhere. No! Oh. Come off it. Oh no, how did I not kill him? Crap. Oh, hello, Corsair. Hello, 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 hello. Feel like Bowler's even worse when it comes to balance? Yeah, Bowler's not great either. Actually, in many ways. Oh, that's good. Okay, well, why does that unbound itself? Whoa. Oh, what? Oh, man. Is that MP7 A1 or is it just painted yellow? This is the A2 that's painted yellow. Even more yellow. I like literally can't get through here. Ah! Where was that guy? Come on, man. When you talk a player just got free trial for Arena, what's the best way to get Theta container? You basically have to just smash through the quests. You have to get through the quests ASAP. Ugh. Come on, guys! Yeah, there we go. The triple kill has allowed us to actually breach and get in. Right, now we're going to start cracking up the points. Look, it's like 6 per time. Oh, and we're actually... Oh, what? Maybe they're getting A. Someone needs to go to, right, to A. Damn it. Double kill. Do you have any tips or just get good? Yeah, you just have to complete the arena quest as quickly as possible. Obviously, that's like easier said than done. No. Ay. Oh man, how are we losing now? We literally lost all the other points while I was holding down the main one. This is rough, dude. No, I thought he was on my team. This game looks really fun for Tarkov. I really like Checkpoint. I do. Oh, we're gonna freaking lose here. We're gonna lose here by like 100 points. Jesus, so hard to get out of spawn. Are those red? No, they're blue. What are they doing here? What are those guys doing here? Did you finish all the event tasks? Nah. I feel like I've had enough of the Labyrinth. The Labyrinth was fun. Oh, we're going to lose now. Oh, I've got to play 2 more checkpoint games to win in back-to-back now. Sucks, dude. Absolutely sucks. Man alive. It's so annoying. I think Theta's worth pursuing. I've never gotten cap before. Wonder if Theta's nice in between. And Theta's like super, super easy. In comparison. They basically changed it from being like borderline, I wouldn't say borderline impossible, but like you would have to grind like crazy to actually get it to work and like actually make it, because it was like ARP gold, like gates and all sorts of things. You had to play ranked, like team fight and stuff. It was really bad. They've gone from there to like incredibly easy. You can complete it all in a day, in theory. I think it's easier if you already know how to play arena a little bit. Damn it. So what was my other one? Oh, I had to just capture the objective. Okay, so I was still doing the right thing. I'm gonna do 5th place playing Assault like last hero as well. Okay, well let's do one more, just like finish this. Just quickly just get checkpoint smashed out. Because we can play any game. We're just gonna capture the objective 3 times, so we can play any mode, anyone, doesn't matter. Right. So what were we saying? Like, I feel you. I'm slogging through the last 8 or so PMC kills. Yeah, I feel like I've experienced the Labyrinth and it's fine. Like, the thing is, I'm either going to go in as a 5-man and just metagame it, or to go in as a diamond. And just getting those 5 labs documents, I'm just not sure if I can be bothered. Right, you seemed... but what else were you saying? Let's go back. Hold on. Yeah, so you seemed really unconvinced in the marathon gameplay reveal the other day. I guess I'm curious what you wanted from the reveal. Hasn't the community wanted a AAA extraction shooter for ages? Personally, driven crazy on polished Tarkov and the slow progression. I'm excited to see a larger studio take a real crack at the game. Problem is that we've actually had quite a few now. It's not like we're in the zone where, you know, the very first extraction shooters that are competitive with Tarkov are coming out. Streaming, hey, thank you. Appreciate it. GG's. Yeah, there's a ton of what should we play? What are we playing? Bowl. Oh, I have an SR20. When would we go SR25? Yeah. So the thing is, since Tarkov's release, right, we've had like a few games that have come and gone. We've had the Cycle. We've had Marauders, which I never actually ended up playing. We've had the Battlefield version that flopped because of the actual game Battlefield itself. Not because of the Hazard Zone or whatever it was called. We've had COD DMZ, which people liked, actually, but that was a sort of slightly different player base, like very, very slimmed down. We've had Grey Zone Warfare, which is like uber early access. There's a couple of other ones. Level 0 Extraction, which was actually quite fun. Again, that was like an alien-y kind of one, but I think that closed down too, unfortunately. We're not in those early days, I don't think, of the extraction shooter genre, where there aren't competitors and there haven't been other people who've tried it. This is the issue that I've got. And so, yes, it's interesting to see another AAA studio do it. I would love it to be really good. The problem that I have, though, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people who are like really hyping it up. There's a lot of content creators who played the game, you know, and are obviously excited about it, right? To one extent or another. I'm concerned about certain things. Like, I just thought that the guys on the stage couldn't really answer the questions very well. So like the main thing that I commented on at the time, so I guess we'll start with that because it's kind of easy to talk about, is basically how, like, they got asked the question, like, why should you loot in this game? Like, what's the point of looting? Like, Why do we care about looting? And they were kind of like, well, you know, you need to loot because you need to level up your faction rep so you can get better stuff, so you can complete the harder missions, so you can get better gear. And it's like, I'm just like, man, that's just like the extraction shooter, like that's just what the extraction shooter games like are. As a very broad brushstrokes baseline, that's just the extraction shooter games. I don't like what's unique about that? Nothing. And that's what concerns me, is that I don't really see like a USP. You know, like the Cycle. So there were games like the Cycle. I know they weren't like AAA devs or anything. Games like the Cycle that had like, they had unique features to them, like the persistently open map. I'm doing terribly with the SR. So they've had extraction shooters like the Cycle, which have had like persistent open map, like constant infill exfil, which is a fun set of mechanics. I like that kind of thing. That was very cool when they came out with it, because it was very different. Oh dear me. What else have I got that's interesting? M4, RD74. I'm going to try MP7 again. I really like the MP7. I actually need to get more points. Well, what was I saying? Sorry, it's very distracting talking while playing Arena, actually. So, yeah, I didn't see anything. I didn't really hear anything that they were talking about that made me think, like, oh, yeah, this is going to be, like, the next big thing. It just seems like... And they've almost pigeoned... Like, what worries me is that they've sort of pigeonholed themselves into some very specific corners already. Like... Oh, we're going to have, you know, raids are basically like, it's raid-based. It's raid format-based. Oh no. You can change your class mid-game since when? I mean, you can on Checkpoint. There's so much I want to say about Marathon. Okay, so yeah, so they pigeonhole themselves into the raid thing. So we know there's no open world, so it can't be a game like Grey Zone. It's not a... It's also... It's also not a game like Grey Zone Warfare, right? Which has got like a sort of persistently open zone either. Whoa. Oh, I got a headshot by my own team. That's what happened. Yeah, so it's like, okay, well, it's got to be raid based. You go in, you grab loot. We haven't seen if there's going to be a hideout or anything. But if there isn't, then basically all of the rare loot items may as well be a pile of cash. There's, like, practically speaking, no difference between those two things otherwise. Where are we getting shot from? Someone over here. Oh, no, that's blue. Why couldn't we have had this game last time? That was kind of laggy. Casual extraction shooter is an oxymoron. The thing is, I agree and disagree. So, I think a casual extraction shooter is kind of an oxymoron if you go for the Tarkov style. This is the issue. So, you can make an extraction shooter work without it being like a complete sweatfest. But you have to completely change the premise of the game. And one really good example of that is Helldivers. Helldivers is technically an extraction shooter, believe it or not. But no one really thinks about it like that, because it doesn't play anything like the traditional extraction shooters at all. I mean, I don't know if they're ready to say the quiet part out loud, but the point of extraction shooters, you risk your gear for the purpose of dominating someone else, stealing yourself, or finding things like dominating other stuff. No one was always focused on that power dynamic, better or worse. Yeah, but like that's like being like, oh, how do you like? It's like asking the question like, oh, do you want the guns to feel good or bad in your extraction shooter? It's like we're gonna try and make the guns feel good. All right, next question. Like it's. I feel like that is the bare minimum. I feel like an extraction shooter can't be successful if it doesn't have decent gunplay, at least. Am I going to get got by the fourth guy or something? No. Unless it's got decent gunplay. And has a looter sort of element to it. Like, it's not going to be successful just as a starting point. But that's like the baseline, right? That's like the same deal as Grey Zone Warfare. Do you know what I mean? Like the game has loot, sort of, not actually that much, but the game has loot. It's gonna be future, but the game's got loot. It's got guns. They shoot, you know. Oh. But it doesn't mean that the game's like it got a fun like gameplay loop to it. Do you see what I mean? All those other extraction shooters came from tiny studios, though. Sure. So that guy was going ham. He killed 2 enemies and me. Sure, but like if that's I understand that. So that means that the game's going to be polished and whatnot, right? The game's going to be nicely polished. The gunplay's probably going to be pretty good. We're all just killing each other. We don't have enough. We don't have enough enemies to fight. Oh, that's my bad. The gunplay's going to be fine. The gunplay's going to be good, and the world's going to be beautiful, and the menu's going to be nice, and everything's going to work. I've no doubt about that. But if there's unique elements to this game that really make it stand out and be like, right, this is what this game stands for. It's these things. And, you know, it's going to really, you know, stand up to all these other games. Why couldn't they tell us? Why do they struggle so much to answer the... It'd be like somebody asking them, like, you know, I don't know. It's just weird, right? It's like the answers they gave were just like the cookie cutter, like, this is what an extraction shooter is kind of answers. And I feel like at the moment, and this might be wrong, right? I've not played the game, so this might be wrong. But I feel at the moment, like, if what we've seen, like normally you'd want to tease some of the, not necessarily tease the best bits, right? You don't want to show off like all the best bits of the game, but you want to show people like and intrigue people and have them thinking like, oh, like that could be really cool. But I feel like they've just shown off all of the like cookie cutter extraction shooter stuff, so they've got like another solid baseline. Like Grey Zone has. Except like Grey Zone's got something a bit more unique. But they're like, oh, it's a raid-based extraction shooter. You go in, you loot the stuff, you leave. There's some PvE, there's some PvP. You upgrade your character, you do contracts. It's like that's like the staple of all the games. Like I don't know what makes it unique, other than I feel like it's leaning very heavily on the art style right now. GG gaming. Let's have an actual conversation before. Tarkov Frontier is the only one that got close to Tarkov, but the free-to-play nature of the game made it right with cheaters. Doesn't Tarkov have the same reasons to loot and player's mouth and has? I would say, I don't know. The thing about Tarkov is, I think there's a lot to be said, right? It's a difficult conversation. So one of the issues with the cycle was the way that the gear ended up making your character feel, and the way that they were kind of like trio. It actually wasn't even as like hard on squads as this game is going to be, it seems. So even though they lent really like they didn't really lean heavily into it, if you were up against like a 2 or a 3 man as a solo, you were just dead. So the whole game revolves around trios. That's not necessarily a bad thing. That's fine. That's just the way the game's supposed to be. But there's a whole bunch of people who want to play solo who just won't be able to play. Okay, that's fine. That's just one point. You know, Tarkov's got those like crazy moments where you can clutch like, you know, 2v4, 1v3, 2v3, you know, whatever. and you don't know exactly how many people you're going to be playing against, so you never know if there's that last person, like is there another guy like off in the bushes somewhere, is it a 2-man or is it a 3-man with someone overwatching? You just never know. Whereas in these 3-player games, because it's a bit more arcadey, like you kill the last person and it's just like, oh, they're all dead now, and you kind of know, like there's more information given to you, so the fights aren't necessarily quite as interesting. All the items in Tarkov have use as well. Like just today, literally in the Discord, Clem was like, oh, you've been doing this build, but there's this other barter that you can use for the FAL, and you change these parts and you actually end up like making more money. Like the amount of knowledge that you need in Escape from Tarkov to be efficient with everything is insane, right? The number of like things that you just need in your head when you're playing the game, especially on the wipe, like less so now, but especially on the wipe, when you're like, well, I need this item for that quest, I need this item for that quest, this is like a hideout upgrade piece, like this is important, I need to keep this, and I need, I don't mind losing that because that's further ahead, so I'll put, it's just like, it's all of that stuff that's going on in your head while you're playing. That a lot of these other games didn't have. Like DMZ never had that because you just went around and picked up stuff, and like some people enjoyed that. But it's different player base, I think. So I don't know. The issue that they've got is that it looks like they're targeting Tarkov people with this game because they've made it so Tarkov-like from what they've shown us so far. Because it's like raid instant space. It's like it's the Tarkov formula, which is fine, but they're targeting Tarkov people. And I reckon a lot of the Tarkov, and you can see that they're targeting Tarkov people because of the streamers that they've chosen. Like there's a lot of Tarkov people within the streamers that they've chosen to do the marketing. So, okay. But then there's a lot of people who play Tarkov solo. Well, those people won't be able to play it. Then they're making it easier, which Tarkov people probably won't really like. So that's going to capture a wider audience, but then they put a pay gate on it. So the game's like premium. So people who don't play extraction shooters already, or aren't necessarily that into extraction shooters right now, are they going to pay that to then play this game? I don't know. It's very, very complicated. It's very complicated. The other thing that I would say, there's one really major point that I have about this, and I've forgotten it because I got lost in my trail of thought thinking about other stuff. What was I going to say? It'll come back to me. We'll talk about Marathon. Let me just read what you guys are saying. Maybe it will remind me of what I was going to say. Tarkov balance is solo play between like, you 1 or 2 shot people. Yeah, the too long TTK just destroys any question of playing solo. The cycle was exactly the same. It'd be like trying to play Apex Legends on your own, right? It's just insane. It's insanely difficult. I guess it begs the question, why does it need to be extraction? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they've copied that format. Actually, I don't know. Tarkov is one, as far as I know, because it wasn't technically possible for them to make open world. Exactly. Because it's kind of like Tarkov, for the way that I see it, right? The inspiration or whatever, you have a game like DayZ, and then there's 2 branches. You have Battle Royales, which came from PUBG, and you have the Tarkov-style extraction shooter. Those are 2 takes on slimming down the DayZ type experience, that you don't just have to like live in the world like an actual hermit for 7 days to actually progress in that game. It's like PUBG is like, okay, you're going to have the battles bit, but you're going to be forced by the circle. Tarkov's like, okay, we'll abstract away all of the stash and whatever, and you're going to be in raid, so you get the battles bit, the exciting bit where you actually go on a raid to a hotspot, and then that's timed, so that's also your your driving force, right? In DayZ there's not necessarily a driving force. You can just spend your days just living in the wilderness if you want, just like eating beef and whatever. So those 2 games were kind of trying to like slim down that experience. It wasn't just like a pure survival. It allowed you to do the combat bit more heavily, without a lot more heavily, without having to like fully commit to a survival game. I've actually remembered what I was going to say. So just before I read any more chat messages. Okay, so back when there weren't any extraction shooters other than Tarkov, you could make random other games. I mean, this has actually always kind of been true. Maybe this is one of the reasons why it hasn't worked, but it's more so now that you've got more choice within the extraction shooter genre. Bungie themselves, like, I just think it's weird that they said, oh, we're not competing with the other extraction shooters, right? It's not like a who eats what. But I actually weirdly feel that that's like not true. I think if you make an arcade shooter, you can have people play like, I don't know, Call of Duty or Battlefield or whatever it might be, like the base game modes or BattleBit or whatever. You can have people play all of those games at the same time. The problem with an extraction shooter is that if, and it looks like it is, done in the style of EFT, it's not just a like pop in and play kind of game. These games are like, you have to think of them more as like MMORPGs in the time investment that they ask of the player. And so I feel like the extraction shooter genre is more like that, taking players from other games, because unless you're making something that's got very widespread appeal, which is difficult, by the way, then you're trying to take players away from established games. And these players typically only play like 1 or 2 games, really, because of the time commitment to playing them, right? There's like Tarkov and any game like it is it's a very high bar for time commitment required to actually enjoy the game. It's why most of the time you get killed by people with like 4,000 plus hours. And so I feel like it's a bit of a strange thing, right? When it's like, so they're asked, you know, why should you loot in this game? And what's the point of progressing? And the answer is like, because it's an extraction shooter. The answer is, that's technically the correct answer. But the question that we should be asking here is, why should I progress in your game when I can play Tarkov, when I can play Greyzone, when I can play ABI, when I can play Delta Force, when I used to be able to play the Tarkov Frontier, when Marauders still exists, why should I play your game? Why should I progress in your game? Why is your game going to tell stories these other games can't? Why am I going to get feelings and experiences out of your game that others can't? Why am I going to feel progression and feel it properly? Why am I going to get that in your game and not in the game I'm playing right now? I actually think it's a really important question. I really do. I genuinely think it's really important. Right, let me read through the chat messages. That was the really important point that I wanted to make. But let me go. Here we go. Helldivers don't risk anything. Yeah, no, but it's an extraction shooter. It's not a looter shooter, but it's an extraction shooter. Looks more like a battle royale with more advanced looting. That was basically DMZ. Hey, Payne. Destiny had a very similar launch experience. Yeah, sure, they can change it over time. That's fine. That's fine. Targeting the Tarkov community, but it's all streamlined. I don't know. We've kind of got Stockholm syndrome though, right? Unless the game's like really hardcore, we don't really care. Arena Breakout is the closest thing to Tarkov. I mean, it's a copy, so yeah. I guess I'm drawn to Marathon because I could play an extraction shooter without the friction of having no map, taking 50 minutes to get loadout ready. I'm surprised those changes don't excite you. How did you feel about the cycle initially? I was really excited about it. I played it for about a week, and then I was bored. I played DMZ about 3 times, and then I was bored. I don't know whether anybody saw the post that I retweeted on Twitter. I know not everybody agrees with, you know, Shroud's takes on everything or whatever. I mean, I barely see Shroud's tweets, to be honest, but it's because it came up about Marathon, and I was reading a lot of stuff about Marathon. And Shroud said, you know what I mean? Like, maybe I'll find it and pull it up. Because Shroud basically... I've had like loads of engagement on this thing, by the way. Maybe I should just farm drama more. But tons of people are just like, oh, we shouldn't listen to Shroud. They don't listen to Shroud, you know, all this stuff. And I'm just like, look, he's right on this. And some people disagree with me, and that's okay. That's all right. Right, let me see. Let's see what Mr. Shroud has to say about this. So he says this.
This is the epitome of what happens.
And I agree with him, by the way. I agree with everything he says in this.
Happens every single time. You come in, whether you're a AAA dev or an indie or whatever, you try to come into an extraction game and you try to make it and you try to remove the friction. There's a lot of friction in a game like Tarkov. There's a lot of like complexity and things that might not want you to open up the game ever. Hundreds of bullet types, thousands of individual items, quests that don't tell you at all where to go, no map. I mean, the weapon attachment system is like, what am I doing? Right? So much friction. There's so much friction to play Tarkov. Most people don't even open that game. But that friction is what makes the game so popular to its core audience. So it's weird. You come in, you're a new dev or a AAA dev, whatever, and you want to remove the friction? Great. You remove the friction, the game is smooth, the game's easy to play, anyone could just click play and just be right in it. But they only play for a couple weeks or a month, and then they're like, well, there's nothing left to learn. Well, yeah, that's because you just removed all the friction. All the friction's gone, all the tooltips. Like, for example, a perfect example is this, yeah? On this screen, you see every single item and its value. You don't learn the value as a player. You instantly are told what it's worth. That is a developer coming in and saying, we're going to remove the friction and remove the complications of like the complexity of like seeing an item and being like, what is this? We're just going to tell you what it is. It's worth $1,000. That's it. Great if you're playing the game for the first time. Bad if you're playing the game for the 1,000th time.
That's it, right?
Because what makes extraction shooters good and interesting is giving that player the knowledge, the tools to like learn the game themselves, figure out what a pack of cigarettes is for. And I know it's really stupid, and nobody thinks like that. Most people are like, just tell me what the pack of cigarettes are for, man. But what's fun about extraction shooters is when they don't tell you.
So there you go. So that's kind of how I feel about it. I agreed with Shroud completely on this. I think he understands, and the deal is, right, if you don't want to do that stuff and you want to make it more casual, don't make it like EFT. I keep bringing back Helldivers, right? But it's like extraction formula, but there's no PvP. It's you and the buds against various enemies. I enjoyed Helldivers. I'm a PvP guy, right? And I enjoyed Helldivers immensely. One of my favorite games of the past couple of years. Why? Because you could just play it whenever. You could just drop in the middle whenever. Because it's not PvP. That actually gives you so much more flex. So, and Helldivers was a huge success, right? And it's if you want to make a game that's got a wider appeal, you got to change the formula a lot. I'm not saying you need to copy Helldivers or do exactly what Helldivers has done or something, but I just don't think that you can take the Tarkov model and be like, oh, we're just going to reduce the complexity and then it's going to be okay. It's like, I don't know who it's targeting. If it's targeting people who don't play extraction shooters, are they suddenly going to drop like 30, 40 bucks on a random extraction shooter from Bungie? They might do if they're a Halo person. Maybe they would. Maybe they would. Will Tarkov people play it? Maybe they'll buy it. They'll probably hear stuff about it that it's like a bit boring, whatever, and then not play it. They might give it a go and then find it a bit dull. Like we found a lot of the others. That's the thing. We've seen a few of these come and go. That's what makes me think like, oh, I don't know, because a lot of them, we try them, we sit on them for a couple of days, and then we go, like, is this it? I don't know. I think what will carry Marathon is Bungie's style of storytelling involving secrets. If they can storytell in an extraction shooter in a way that's actually meaningful, then that will be great. Because no one's ever seen that. I think there was a tweet out from Rilo, and he was like, everybody underestimates the power, like the power that could be from a game that comes out and does storytelling well in extraction shooter genre. And I was kind of like, well, yeah, because like no one's ever really seen, like no one's ever done it. Nobody's done it well ever, really. If we play Assault, what am I going to play? Am I going to play RD704? What's the deal? PvP and casual don't mix well, especially without an ELO system. They said it's going to be like ranked based on level. So the more you've played, the higher you'll get ranked into. The only issue that I find with that is that like you might get people who just get stuck because they've played the game a lot, but they're not very good. So they're always going to be against people who have got, they're like played a lot and are just better than them, and they're always going to suck. And then they'll drop out the bottom. And it's the classic thing, we all hate on skill-based matchmaking or whatever, but like, Activision has done, they've done the calcs. They understand the deal. They understand what, there's a reason they put it in. It's because it keeps players playing. Keeps people playing. It keeps the lower end of the player spectrum playing. And if the lower end of the player spectrum, if the bottom 10% drop out because they're just getting shit on the whole time, then guess what, right? Your player base goes down and there's a new bottom 10%. And that happens over and over and over. So I worry about that skill-based matchmaking in terms of level. I think that's tricky. I feel like you hemorrhage the bottom 5-10% of your player base as things go on because of the way that goes on. So we'll see. There was also someone else's video. The problem with this, right, is that there's like a billion videos. Some people have been working on it for like 6 years. Some people have been looking at it for 3 years. Some people have played 40 hours just now at the Bungie studio and have only seen like part of the game. It's like really difficult. Some people have done interviews with devs. It's hard to actually get like a full picture of what's happening with this game. One of the guys was saying that they was talking about the narrative and it hasn't even been written yet. They were going to write the narrative between now and the release in September, in the next 5 months. which again is worrying, right? Like if this is now, if this is the, and I'm not saying this is cope, right? But if the sort of thing is like, oh, well, Bungie going to lean on their narrative, you know, and the storytelling that within extraction shooters that no one's done before, by the way, so it's completely untested. But they haven't even written the narrative according to the people who are like on the inside, who are doing the, who were doing like the you know, I played Marathon for 40 hours and here's my video kind of videos. There's like been about 50 of them that have come out, and some of them were saying that they haven't written the narrative yet. And I'm like, there's just a lot of yikes to it, right? I don't know. Other than the art style and the way it looks, like completing puzzles and stuff, that was in the cycle. The cycle had, you know, find the big thing and like plug it in, like get the key for the room and stuff. There's some stuff that's good about the game, right? Having a base kit, that's a good idea. That's like Dark and Darker. So you have a base kit, you never can lose completely. Or you always have a basic like white tier kit to go in with. That's a good idea. Keys, there's no secure container. That's kind of cool. Keys are found on the map. That's kind of neat. You find it and then, oh, we can go and like hit this room. That's kind of dynamic. I quite like that. You can't like hoard keys. There's no player market. I think that's actually fine. Honestly, I don't think you need a flea market. The flea market has caused as much consternation as it's solved things for the better, in many ways. Let's just play the Assault M4. Which what ammo have I even got in this bad boy? I don't even know. I've only got 3 mags. That's probably fine for last hero. Hi, boy. We're gonna have to actually get on with this. Otherwise, we're literally just gonna. This is a just chatting stream now. Right. Sorry, I can't keep up with chat either. Yeah, it needs to have a twist. You can't just copy a Tarkov loop and expect it to work. Helldivers is one hell of a twist, yeah. Right, what else? I'm a Tarkov and Halo person. I just don't find Marathon interesting for a lot of reasons. Art style is the main gripe. I like them. I like the art style, but I don't know Marathon, right? And I'm not a Halo guy. Back to what Shroud said, if you need to know what Pack of 6 is for, you can just go to the wiki. Sure, but like you don't want to go to the wiki every time, right? Eventually you learn it, and that's part of what the game is about. It's about like becoming your own wiki, sort of. And you don't know everything, right? There's, as I was saying before, like Clem just showed me that and because the prices are changing all the time, right? If you're not, like the stuff that you just won't necessarily know. Someone's figured out, someone else has figured out a build for the FAL. It's like half the price because the prices are like different when you last looked. You know, it's just like there's a lot of like, there's just a lot of information in the game. Can't look up everything, otherwise you'd never actually play. Mini podcast? Yeah, exactly. Gotta complete these dailies though. So let's get that on. There's someone in the hole. Ow! Where was he? Caboosey? Get out of here, Caboosey. Oh, Jesus. This guy's got a beeline for me. Holy crap. No one ever comes out there. I also wasn't paying attention, which is my own fault. We got him. We got him, Caboosey. I only have to come 5th, so it shouldn't matter. Someone's over there. Oh man, you got me. Ah, someone at the very far. Bloody hell. I'm getting annihilated. This lobby is, we're gonna have to slow down slightly. Is this, hold on. Well, this calibrated correctly. I feel like I can't point fire at anyone. Literally have to hip fire with the PKP? I'm not surprised. Right, come on. Gotta get it on now. How good is Arena now? I like it, but... Oh no, how is he not dead? That's an absolute travesty. Okay, I'm sucking. This is the worst level I've ever had. I literally can't kill anyone here. This is freaking wild. I can't get anybody to die. This is absurd. Oh no. Click. 561. 561 is normally really good in arena. Should I start playing arena? How deep in the white? I mean, you could play... I'd say you can play arena more... Oh my god. Ah! I'm not even losing because these people are like particularly good, which is the worst part about this. I'm losing because I'm playing particularly badly. This is unreal. I'm gonna have to put the laser back on. Yeah, I have to get fit. Like, I genuinely never, ever, ever come fit. This is insane. I just get insta-headshot by everybody, and I can't actually kill anyone. It's a total skill issue. How long does it take to these people to die? About to run out of ammo. How's that not a kill? Right. Right, come on. Come on! Right, we're not looking at chat at all now. Ooh, PS12B. I got annihilated by somebody with PS12B the other day. Oh, man. Right. 3 minutes to redeem myself. The horror that is. I've got 561 in the top. Okay, maybe let's see. Let's see. Is it the gun? Is it just me? Hard to tell. Oh yeah, why do I have 111 ping? Why have I got 111 ping? Dragged to the East Coast server? We're not actually that far behind. Maybe just RPM. I don't know. Yeah, the M4's just not been feeling good to me recently. Oh, someone else got him. Oh, we killed him. Okay, we redeemed ourselves slightly. Jesus, that was a tough one. So I was running like a rainbow mag with M856A1 at the top, but that was like so bad. I used to run the I used to run the M4 the whole time. Well, I managed to somehow redeem myself. We were literally like one spot off the top spot there, so bloody hell, that was close to being disastrous. So I've been playing so badly on Arena the past few days. Huge influx of cheaters on Arena right now because of the free trial. I think so, yeah. These guys were I was just playing really badly. So I got to do another one. I'm going to play Assault again. Last Hero Assault. Oh wait, that's why I was doing this, because I was having to play Assault. Oh, but I started as Assault, so it counts as Assault? That's weird. Alright, well I swear off the M4 now. This just sucks. But the thing is, you just can't buy enough M856A1 with the kit that you have for it to actually make sense, unfortunately. I wonder if you could do like G36, because that's a lot cheaper. Well, actually, well, hold on. Don't save the changes. What's my gun worth? Like 6k? That's a lot. M4s are expensive now. AK-12 is the best, 7M40. The fire rate's pretty low, though. Ran into a lot of players who never TK on checkpoint, insta head tap you around the corner. I think there's a lot of cheaters now in Arena. I've seen a lot of awful stuff going on now. That's what I do. Start with one class, get a kill or two. Do you have to get like a kill or something? AK-101. I think the thing is, again, the fire rate's like pretty low for playing. Maybe it's okay for checkpoint. It's kind of low for. I guess you could do AK-12. Best luck I've had in assault was SA-58 BCP or AK-12 and 740. Interesting. Do you think it'll wipe in August? Yeah, probably. AK-12. I mean, AK-12 is pretty solid. You don't really need to mod it much either. It's probably quite cheap, I would think. Was it 80 GPs? Let's try it. Let's try the AK-12. I don't usually use it, so we'll give it a go. I'm trying all sorts of stuff right now because like the meta's changed quite a lot. Actually, we'll put what's that? Oh, nice mag. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? We'll use this one. The class you have the most kills on is what gets rewarded at the end. Oh, so I had the most on Assault. Oh, was that surprising? Because I didn't feel like I killed anybody on Assault. How's the ammo cost? I don't know, you have to see. Yeah, 7 in 40 is the nasty recoil reduction. That's true. That is true. I don't have the Evo stock yet, though. Because I need to get this up a lot higher. Is this the best that I could do? I think so, right? I don't think there's probably not much to do here, really. Mo push-up pad. Is that going to help? 70, 67. The problem is, like, I think these ones are alright, aren't they? 70 and 67. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, what we're talking about. Yeah, because this is just, it's a regular buffer tube, isn't it? So. Why has that got such high ergo? Is that AK100? 77.5, 65. Yeah, I mean, it is still better, but... Sure. Don't want that on there. What about there? Okay. It's hard to tell how much this gun is actually going to be. Should we paint it? Can we paint this gun? Full yellow. I think, like, this one's probably the nicest camera that I've got. The yellow one's kind of funny, but that's actually kind of neat, at least. Okay, so 7 and 40. 33, that's actually quite cheap. What's your best map to find? You've been to find evasion. You have to just like kill scavs and go to stashes and stuff. It's very, very hard. AK-74 on Scout has access to BS. Is pretty good. I need an assault one though. Hate to read it first, then I watch a YouTube video on the perks of it and actually enjoy it now. Yeah, I think like you just got to dip into it where it makes sense for you. Can you just do this, or is this going to be like way too much? Oh, you can. Okay. All right. I just wanted to see kind of where the leeway was. So if we do like actually the first we'll do 7 and 40 to start with, and then we'll do like 10 and 20 and see what happens there. There we go. That keeps us inside, doesn't it? 4 mags, pretty good. I think that's pretty nice. That should be alright. Okay, we'll give that a go. Give this a go in Last Hero. Let's try it. Let's get it. Let's give it a try. Yeah, where do we get to a marathon though? Like, I really hope the game's good. I hope it's fun. It looks really cool. Did you all watch the 10-minute like short like cinematic trailer that they did? Like, it's weird because I feel right now like I'd rather watch like a 10-part mini series of that than actually play the game based on what we saw, which sounds a bit bad, but right, AK-12. Let's give it a try. But you know, I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I don't hope any of these games that come out. I don't hope any of them are bad. I hope they're all amazing.
Well then, the show is get comfortable.
Ooh, that guy got me. Easy. Okay. Always remember the story about Bungie asked a bunch of streamers if they play it on launch, and none of them said yes. That was weird. Keep getting these like odd animations where people do like the side, yeah, the moonwalk, yeah. Ooh, nice shot. I'm a bit concerned about this Canvas rack guy, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about him. I'm playing AK-12 in the main game. I actually think AK-12 is a decent gun. Oh, we got him. Yeah, my kills are get delayed on the feed. That happens quite a lot though. Blah. Ah! What? No way! How did he die? No way, man. Enforcer? I guess. Thing is, before the battle pass, you didn't have all these like suspicious people. I'm running out of bullets. Oh no, he didn't die. I managed to do the slide, the slide of death. Ouch. Yeah, I find the loud gun's not too bad. Nah, nearly. Oh no, he's dead. Ah! Oh no, he died to someone else. That sucks. I feel like a lot of these kill. I guess it's someone like right here. Yeah, the TTK is a bit annoying because you end up losing a lot of trades where you don't hit the head. Just hit the head, I guess, eh? Hit the head! Oh no. Oh my goodness. Annoying. Ah. Crap. Ah, come on. I'm getting clipped by here. Ah. Alright. That was a great streak, though. That was a good streak. Oh, cool. Right. I know we talked about it previously. I'm not able to argue with all of chat as to why I have a bit of Hyper Marathon, but I want to inquire why people seem so skeptical about it. It's skipped forwards. I feel like everyone has been complaining about Tarkov in this issue for ages, then a new extraction shooter comes offering some differences, and no one hesitates to talk about how terrible it seems. Does nobody have hope it can change some of the issues that plague Tarkov? I think the problem is, and I can see why, I can understand your take. Like, I want it to be good as well. Wow, there's a lot of XP. Oh, it's because it's the double, isn't it? I think it's the double XP. Level 10 on the AK. I think the issue is that when you say that for a lot of the community, and this is kind of my perspective on it, when it's like a new extraction shooter comes along offering some differences, I feel like those differences aren't important enough to put us on a different path. My perspective on it, at least, is not necessarily that, like, the game's bad. Oh, we have to win another checkpoint one here, don't we? If we're going to do this. Maybe should we do that tomorrow? Let's try and win it now. It'll be annoying if we don't do that. We'll try and do it on Bay 5 because I'm better at Bay 5. So I just don't see enough differences about it to make it compelling over just like the basic extraction shooters that we know already. That's the thing. It's just like I don't see any gameplay mechanics that make me think like, holy crap, like this game is like going to change the state of the game. That's the problem I have with it. It's not got like, it doesn't seem to have any new mechanics that are like really like, holy shit, wow, this is going to be crazy. That's the issue. It's the Tarkov raid format. I don't know, like, what do you think is its USP? Art style notwithstanding. Could play some MP7 boys. What do you think? What do you think is unique about this game? Because this game needs to have an answer. Like, the issue with the take, and Tarkov doesn't have a reason to loot other than rubles and trying to get better gear upgrade traders. That's also what Marathon offers. But there's like a power fantasy in Tarkov where you can like literally become like the Giga Chad. I don't know if Marathon's going to be like that. Also, Tarkov's the incumbent, so it doesn't actually need to prove anything. If that makes sense. Like, we already know how Tarkov makes us feel. Like, Tarkov, you got those, you know, those super clutch moments where you don't know whether, you know, there's more people or not or whatever. I don't know. It's just... Like, Tarkov is already... People like it, and people already know that they're getting a good experience out of it. So what's the difference? What if the main difference is that it's less buggy? Like, that's good. But I don't think that maketh a game, you know? Oh, damn. There was definitely someone on the other side. Hard to beat Tarkov with 6 years of development. I agree. There's so much in EFT. It's easy to underestimate how much there is in EFT. I would say. Are we going to be the obnoxious, like, spawn infiltrator? Anything for a win, eh? Oh, man. How are we losing? How are we losing our points? What are the other 4 players on my team doing? Oh my god, it's not going to be one of these again, is it? Just from what we've seen so far with Marathon, I don't see enough different. I don't see it doing enough difference to the other extraction shooters that people have tried. Like, I thought the cycle was different enough. If the cycle was it wasn't different enough. I know it's Bungie. But if the cycle wasn't... What are they doing just sat out there? If the cycle wasn't different enough, like, it makes me concerned for this game. In PvE, Tarkov is weak. Scav has been an issue forever. Boss are not fun to fight. I think Marathon is quite substantially improved PvE. That's fair. That's a fair point. I think this pathway on checkpoint is actually slightly imbalanced, this route. Like, and having this spot up here, that like bird's eye view nest bit, it's just like, I think it's a bit OP. The cycle was killed by cheaters, the cycle was great. You say that, but there were also issues with the cycle when people were playing it where they had some problems with it, you know? It wasn't just... Cheaters was bad, for sure, and really put a big dent in it early. It wasn't the only thing wrong with it, I think. Ah! No! Man, what a shot. I feel like I'll play it, but not because of any feature in particular. That's fair. That's fair. I want it to be good. I don't get like, I'm not a hater. I like games when they're good. Oh, I can't lose to this guy. Surely not. This might be a mistake, but... Oop. Ah, sorry. Uh oh. I got killed by my own team. I think Marathon might find a market.
I'm sorry, Druk.
It's okay. It's alright. You are forgiven. This guy's capturing the point. Killed the guy on that point. Oh. Where did we all get murdered? Honestly, you shouldn't be able to go this close, I don't think. You shouldn't be able to go in here, in my opinion. I think it's so stupid that you can be in here. Like, and you can, like, you could be here as well. Like, this is just ridiculous. Whoa, how did he not die? 9 hits, damn. Yeah, I mean, he's next to dead, honestly. This man's tactical. Can play some normal Tarkov today? If we win this, I will. Yeah. Let me up. No, no, let me up. They're capping the points. Let me up. I literally can't get up here. Oh, bad. That's terrible. How's it going, 8 Barry? What's going on? Oh, no. Oh, that was a enemy. Okay. I thought I was getting shot at by a teammate. Okay, I'll go and take point C then, I guess. I doesn't want to contest it for some reason. Oh, jeez. That's not... No, it's a blue team guy. Ow. It's got my stamina. Do you want Tarkov made by a different dev? I don't think that's what people actually want, though. Because that's ABI. Pretty much, right? Yo. Wait. Oh. Oh no, we formed a firing squad around their spawn. This is truly sad. Can you get in this bit? Yeah, you can. You can just run around this bit. Like, you shouldn't have mobility around here. It's so silly. It's so silly. Are there Sims in Arena? Yeah! I have one on my hotbar. You can see the performance one. I don't usually use them in that area. I usually just die and respawn. That was a nice little two-piece. Oh no, that fluffed that. Can you pop as Augustine? You can, yeah. But you have to do it every time you respawn. My deal with Marathon is nothing to do with just like shitting on the game for no reason, right? It's all to do with the fact that I just feel like they've been struggling to tell us what is unique about the game. If there's something unique about the game that they haven't said because they're in, you know, pre-marketing or whatever and they don't want to give it away, then sure, whatever. No. But so far, at least to me, it seems like they have been basically that cast. I just wasn't really satisfied with what they were saying in general. It just felt very weak, like some of the answers they were giving. Oh god. Whereas I feel like they needed to really give, you know, definitive answers to like why we should play. But I'm happy to be wrong. I would love to be wrong and the game to be the very first extraction shooter that leans super heavily into story. They've got a really strong idea of live service storytelling that they want to tell through the community. The community solves puzzles. Maybe they continue the ARG type thing. Maybe not as an ARG. Oh, we killed it on that one. But you know, they story tell over different seasons through months and months of just like, I don't know, just like community events and unlocking stuff, intrigue and whatever. Like maybe that's how they do it, and we've never seen something done like that before, and it's going to be great. And they can't really convey that. Because how could you, right, without sort of giving it away? So that, I mean, that could be it. And if it is, I'm all for it. That's the thing. I'm all for it. Like the things that I'm worried about, and a lot of other people. I mean, Jesse says it in his, right. Like, what's the identity of this game? Lots of people are concerned because they don't think it's different enough from EFT. Seems to take the base formula and it doesn't seem to do enough twisting. That's the issue. But I would love to. I would love for it to be totally different, for it to be, you know, an awesome game, for it to be really engrossing. Like I'd love that. I'd love nothing more than that, in fact. I'd love nothing more than that. Talking about the space extraction thing? Yeah, Marathon, yeah. With Marathon, I don't think people can go off much except vibe. I do think there's a definite split in the community of like, I like the art style versus I don't like the art style. I feel like that split's already happened. I actually like the art style. I like the way it looks and I like the feelings for it. From Jez, I work in user research and it's usually the same thing. Whenever a new game comes out, users express language wanting XYZ, but it's actually a method of expressing their frustrations with the current product. Users aren't necessarily the best people to devise solutions, but the best at identifying issues. Yes, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. Just doing what the user says is normally not a good idea. But they're right about their experience. ARG stuff for Halo launches were legit. Remember when Grey Zone Warfare was about to destroy Tarkov? No one plays that anymore. Thing is, Grey Zone Warfare is... I am still quite interested in Grey Zone. But it's just way too early. Grey Zone was released way too early because they needed more funding. And it was, you know, I don't know. Some people say, oh, it was fortuitous as well because of the timing, you know, with EFT or whatever. Because they were blowing up for Unheard and stuff. But I don't think that was the case because they'd actually intended to. I've got to kill 80 scavs for a weekly that I never bothered even starting. Glimmer flare. Right, so agree with what you said about style. It looks so much better as a series. I don't know if that style works for me personally as a game. I actually think it's cool. I like the style for the game. I think it's alright. Grey Zone has got really good bones. Indeed, and that is not enough to make it a game, right? Grey Zone has the bones of a extraction shooter, but in a different format. Open, a half open world. Not persistent, but open. Which is cool. You know, something a bit different. I'm excited for the next update. The problem with Grey Zone is that it's a looter shooter and there's no loot, and there's nothing interesting on the map. That's the problem with Grey Zone, but that's because it's like 15% complete. Grey Zone is way too early to judge it. So we just have to let it cook, right? There's quite a few games. Like DayZ was one of them. There's a lot of games that just released and were bare bones and then had tiny player bases and then eventually came back and became amazing games. I hope Grey Zone Warfare can be one of those. Whether it will be or not, I can't tell you, but we're in that period where it's too hard to actually judge whether it will be or not, in my opinion. So we just got to keep going and see what happens. I think the POIs update that's coming for Grey Zones actually could be quite cool. I quite like the idea of that, and it sounds quite fun. A way to sort of more naturally engage player behavior to get people to, you know, go and actually fight and stuff. Because at the minute there's not really any reason to go out in the world, right? In Grey Zone, it's a bit of an oddball game. There's just like Tarkov style quests, which for some people it's enough, but it's not enough for me to want to just play Tarkov style. And this is the thing about Marathon, right? Just to go in and play Tarkov style quests, go here, cap this point, collect this item, take it back to base. That's not enough of a drive. G28. It's not enough of a drive for me to want to actually play the game. That's why I don't play Grey Zone Warfare right now, and I will hop in on the next one because I want to do something. Like, I've done all the questing that I ever want to do in EFT, and I don't mind redoing those because I already know how to do them. But I don't really want to look up all the quests on the Grey Zone Warfare wiki. I don't really want to look up all the quests on the Marathon wiki. You know, I think like Grey Zone Warfare in particular was quite. I genuinely feel like, you know, I like the Grey Zone Warfare guys. You know, they've been very fair, very open, very supportive of creators and all this stuff. But I would tell them if they asked me, right? Like, I feel that they were actually quite misleading with the way that they were talking about their quest design, because they made it out to be, you know, oh, it's going to be completely different to EFT and we're going to have all this immersive storytelling and stuff. And then it was like, you've just got the items in raid and then a text blurb. It's like, it's effectively the same thing, really. Like, yeah, they probably put a bit more thought into it, but ultimately, if you've got a system like Tarkov's, no one reads the text and they just look on the wiki because it's annoying. Like, you have to make it fully involved in the world, like that you couldn't look at the wiki. It's fully dynamic and or easy enough that you can use the clues. I'm actually going to keep some ripstock because I missed out on doing a daily the other day because I didn't have any in stock, and it like timed out before I noticed. Yeah, it needs to be all done like within the raids to make you feel like I don't want to open the wiki, right? Like, as soon as you put annoying levels of friction in for just finding the damn items, it immediately goes to I would just like to go to the wiki to do this, because like searching for the item whilst under gunfire from like aimbot AI and like players who've got, you know, the best gear in the game and stuff, the game's already hard enough without having to deal with all that as well. Does it really feel a lot different to the main game? Oh, it's complete. I mean, it's different in so many ways. I think 3 years, Grey Zone's gonna be awesome. Yeah, we got to give it like another 2 or 3 years. Stalker Gamma is the Tarkov killer. It's PvE though. How do you have 2 fence tasks? I think I just re-rolled the dailies. I think they've ended up rolling onto fence, unfortunately, which is just annoying. As a fresh release compared to what Tarkov was at release, Grey Zone's base bones are far superior. I didn't play it at release, EFT, so I don't actually know. I can't answer that question in good faith. I only started playing just before reserve and after the fleet was already in. Right, eliminate PMCs whilst wearing a Packer. Where are we going to play? We're going to play somewhere. I haven't played much base game at all since the Battle Pass. I've played genuinely mostly arena. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go and what we're gonna do? Oh, these are both busted, these helmets. Jesus. What's happened to my TC helmets? They've all come back scuffed. I feel like you can normally recycle helmets pretty efficiently. Started building cult circle thingy in my hideout today. What's it for? It basically farms like finding away quest items for you. Is kind of yeah. There's a method to it. Go to cultistcircle.com, type items in until you reach 400k, press the button. If you get a 6-hour run, it will give you a quest item or a hideout item that you need that's outstanding. That's basically it. There's a couple of recipes as well. You can put certain items in, get certain items out. It's a bit of a weird module. It's good though. It's very powerful. Problem with letting Grey Zone cook is Tarkov is already here and years ahead. Thing is, the Grey Zone and Tarkov, like, Grey Zone and Tarkov are more different than Marathon and Tarkov from what we've seen. Like, Marathon is more like the cycle, right? Which was very similar to Tarkov in some ways. Except Marathon is like the cycle, but without the thing that made the cycle unique, which is the constant infill exfil. Massive crimp on how much market share Grey Zone can target. Maybe. But I feel like I feel like Grey Zone could end up being interesting just purely because of timing. Because what's going to happen is Tarkov's going to release sometime in the next year and a half. And Grey Zone's still going to be cooking for like another 2 years after that, or 1 year or 2 years. So by the time that, you know, or maybe Tarkov's going to release in the first DLC or whatever, like, people might think, okay, we're going to check out Grey Zone. Like, Grey Zone's not going to be... When did they say the release date was going to be? It's in like... It's ages away. It's like 2028 or something crazy. So by then, Tarkov might actually be in 1.0 for 3 years. Like, it's mad. I'm excited about the problem solving that can happen in Marathon. In Tarkov, we're constantly limited by RL parameters, arbitrary bypass. I know in Marathon we need to add a laser rifle. They need to appease certain elements. That's true. Cycle was a bit like that, though. You do have more scope. You have more, like, artistic scope. There are things you can definitely ask from users. Usually such things have to do with UI interactions. But the thing is, I've had that conversation with people before who've said, like, you know, I said, oh, just add a button, just add, so rather than clicking sometimes when I click settings, I accidentally click this. And there was a UI guy who was just like, you shouldn't add this. You should move this somewhere else. That's the answer. So my answer was just add this confirmation box. And the UI person was like, no, move it elsewhere. Like, it's bad design if that confirmation box is even required. So even in that simple answer, like, I've probably got it wrong. Grace was a great PvP experience so far, which is probably the most important. Yeah, it has PvE too that they like, but... Legit question. Oh no, you're talking to someone else. I for one yearn for the days of Tarkov Jank because it all felt exciting and new. Yeah. Everything gets old eventually, man. Well, where was it? Let me find it. Let me find the Grey Zone. There was a Grey Zone roadmap somewhere. I don't know if it's actually got dates on it, but they said 6 monthly. They said 6 monthly patches, right? So there you go. So the final update before release is spring 2027. So it's like autumn 2027 at the very earliest. So yeah, Tarkov is going to have been out for at least a year. Hey, curious why you put a laser for night vision on the AK-12? Because it improves your point fire bonus. At least I think it does. It definitely used to. I haven't tested it again. Yeah, no way you can keep a game fresh for 3,000 hours played even if you keep releasing maps. Yeah, exactly. Do you feel like Arena improves your PvP in EFT? Yes, in some ways, and no in others. Right, we should actually play the game, shouldn't we? Man, there's just too much to talk about right now. Right, what are we even doing? So I'm doing packer kills. I know. Where the hell am I going to go for packer kills? With a... What else do I need to do? Maybe I go to woods? Because I do need to find the BTR. And give him a moonshine. Maybe just go to woods, take a moonshine with us. Wander about. Maybe just take the G28 or something. Like, it's right here, so... Just add a few pieces to it, and off we go. It's a shame you can't paint this. I actually, you know, it's actually a shame that you can't paint this bad boy. That'd be so sick. I've seen the painting in Arena is like pretty cool. Oh, you can only put it on this side actually. Okay. I should really use the other Cobra, shouldn't I? All right, that'll do for the build. Hi guys, I'm on the woods at the railway bridge, Tarkov train. The mine's everywhere. How to get out? You can run through. You can jump up onto the train, which is the way in, and stay right in the middle, and jump your way out, like vault your way out. There's like a train that leads out. There's basically a train track that leads out of the map or out of the zone, going from east to west. You can jump up onto that, but stay in the middle because otherwise you'll get blown up by mines. So you have to go up on top of the train, east to west. It's like right in the center of the camp, and you can go on top of the train out. You have to vault over, but don't go to the sides. You have to go right in the middle or you'll get blown up. I'm dead. Classic Tarkov experience. Oh wait, I've got the wrong thing on. We'll replace it wholesale with this Schmitty bender. All right, let's do this. I never ended up playing Marauders. I don't know why I bought so many. I only need these. Let's get some of this. It's gonna be. It's just enough dollars. It's all right. Go factory. Yeah, we could go factory, I suppose.
Gold, please.
There we go. Replenish that. I probably actually. Well, I'll just take one of these. One of these ones. Got the old Labyrinth stuff. Oh yeah, I need to change this around. This is the whole like Labyrinth loadout. These guys and a billion other things. So this is that, and then I need a splint. Okay. Top this up. Split this. Split that. Top this up. Top this up. In you go. Actually, yeah. It's going to be cool when you can paint mags. You can paint like your good mag. Kind of neat. Harry Lemon Lad, thank you for the Prime. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're well. Just about to dive in and do just a little bit of base game. We're not played much base game actually since the Battle Pass came out. We've been doing a lot of arena because cosmetics, I guess. Cosmetics. I want to make sure that I have all the camos because I don't know when if they're going to even come back. You know, like who knows? Who knows whether they will return? Okay, then we need water. Like, they may not come back. It may just be an arena battle pass thing. I don't know. Right. Is Labyrinth keycard all I need to get into the Labyrinth? No, you also need a key, the actual outside key as well. Appreciate your videos. Help me see so many quests. No worries, Hawaiian. Tried to climb on the train and got sniped by a sniper like AI. Oh, it depends where you go, but... yeah, being in there is a bit annoying. Just the roof next to it. Oh yeah, the roof next to it will kill you. Oh, it's so crazy. Yeah, must collect all camos. Battle Pass FOMO is definitely pushing. Oh, I should change my... I'm still in arena. The thing is, BSG did ask people to be in the right category. But I forget to change it away from arena when I'm not playing it. I always forget. Knossos LLC, yeah. I took a moonshine, right? Yeah, did I take any money? I think I did. Yeah, I had the Labyrinth loadout on, so yeah, I think so. I think I did. I hope so. Why not took them such a long time to do the painting? The lazy man would just allow you to use a slider to change the shade of colour. Yeah, I don't know, really. I guess it wasn't built like that in the first place, so they had to put the whole system in. And there were more important things to do before. Presumably. You know, we're getting closer to the end, so it makes sense. Monoclete. Maybe sell that to Ragman later. These are out of fashion, aren't they? CQCMs and whatnot. I support a paid battle pass. To be honest, Tarkov needs to keep making money. I mean, yeah, I agree. I don't mind about a paid battle pass for Arena. I don't care. I think it's right. I don't see a battle pass as DLC. I don't think it's the same. Oh, I've got a Bitcoin just floating around. Buy some nice new outfits for USEC. This is the thing, right? They said they were against monetizing and stuff, but I think this is maybe the reason. I think basically Nikita's just scarred from when we all just absolutely kicked the crap out of him when they did Unheard. Somehow he didn't think that was going to be a bad idea, and then got just rinsed by the whole Tarkov community. And I think he is a bit, you know, PTSD by the whole experience. Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, I think Greystone could still be really good. I think Greystone could be really good. They've got a solid foundation, and they've got loads of patches. Like, where was the... Because they've changed these around now. So the POI's update is coming next. Because they were going to do lore, but it's just like, no one's playing, so you need to do something, right? So they've changed it around and called it something else. I can't remember what the name of it is. And so they're adding these, like, POIs. So you basically get these like dynamic quests to go and, you know, take POI. I think the POIs thing could be super good for Greyzone. Like having these like dynamic things to do on the map, go and like control point capture stuff. That would be like really neat, I think. I wonder if I'm gonna get shot. Is it feasible they could have a Battle Pass that's main game based? I mean, they could add a load of quests for it, I suppose. You know, just do like an event instead. Although, I guess it'd be kind of weird because they've kind of done that in the past. It'd be almost like monetizing what they've already done. So it's like, oh, we're going to do events now with quests, but now you have to pay for them. Like, I think maybe that's why they're not doing it like that. I would guess. Let's get two scouts falling at the same time. One tapped. Why won't he die? Yeah, what a champion. Freaking M61. You would if you hit your shots. It can't be that. It must be the game. The thing I dislike about Tarkov is doing the same quest every wipe to get traders up. That's to be a better answer. Yeah. I don't disagree with you on that. I don't know why I've gone from playing like basically a week of Arena to going for some weird DMR on Woods. It's probably the worst possible transition that I've made here, actually. Chop Chop prepares you for all battles? I don't think that's true, Mr. Dog. I don't think that's true. Yeah, rip Timmy. He's got a basic AK. I feel like I heard another sound over here. Okay, well, we did it. Didn't even have the hip fire laser on. Do now. Any others? Yeah, it's just some rando scav. That's a chop shop play. Thank God you had that scav to warm up on. Exactly. I don't know if Areno's stash resets with prestige. I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does, because otherwise you could just transfer loads of stuff over. Say I know it's a really weird barter for the Uzi. A Peacekeeper that requires one big easy book. Book cost me 15 to 70k, and even then you could just sell the Uzi directly to the mechanic. Nice. There's a few like that. There's another one for the Uzi for the one of the ratchet wrenches as well, which is also you can just sell straight to mechanic for profit. That's someone. Okay, let's get Painkiller back up. Keep all your guns and attachments you bought on Arena when you prestige those, so buy as much as you can. Oh, interesting. Do you? That's cool. New player here. Enjoying content. Any tips for Woods as a new player? Don't rely on long-range guns, actually, like I'm doing. You don't need to. It's not necessary, actually. Like, you can play the terrain quite effectively with short-range guns and catch people out who are using bolties. I think one of the biggest new player mistakes on Woods is to think of it as a long-range map, when often it actually is the opposite if you use the terrain well. That's what I would say about Woods. Obviously, stay out of the obvious sight lines. Try not to stand still. Like, me being up here is probably quite bad, but... I think I'm going to loot. I don't know. I can't see the other person. Yeah, the scav came up and took his gun. I mean, I might just die, but... we did what we needed to do. I think I'm good. Best place map to try and get evasion armband. People keep asking me, and I genuinely don't really know the answer, because you just have to kill like a billion scavs. It's like kind of the only way of doing it, and getting... It's the hardest item to get, because there's not really a good place for it. Oh yeah, I didn't change over to my sick case. Wait, this guy's quite new. Okay, this guy's quite new. Love that crap bag. This other guy over here was pretty new as well, I think. Although I'm not entirely sure where he was. He was up in the trees, as far as I can tell. I get there's not many high structures for long range. Yeah, exactly. Woods doesn't really have much. Well, it does have some verticality, but there's lots of like. It's like this area. Yeah, you can be up here, for example. This is like the main sniper spot. But you can you can be up there, but you can also be here. So you're not necessarily visible from the sniper spots. It's not like Lighthouse, right? Lighthouse is like a big valley and there's no cover. So someone could technically be sniping from up here. Somewhere, but any of these bits. But it's kind of, the way that the map terrain works, it's just like, it's very difficult for someone to shoot me from there, right? So is this guy. This guy's level 10, this guy's even lower level. It's like pre-fleece, he's like got proper like built ADAR. So it's like his pride and joy probably. I'm impressed with how he's put it together. Quite a neat little thing, right? It's got like a special stock. It's got a different grip. Let's put this on it, so we'll hide that as well. So you got it now. It's just those things are pretty throwaway. So that kind of whatevs. His bag can go down. It's down. I'm going to hide his gun. He's probably quite proud of his gun. Where should we put it? I was sort of broadly waiting for the BTR as well. I kind of wanted to wait for the BTR. I'll just shove it there. Maybe I'll put it in the water, actually. Ada has a face only a mother could love. There we go. Got the proper insurance fraud. A very slight 1 foot deep piece of water. Loki try Gown 0 for the evasion armband. Crazy amount of gym bags, static bodies. Yeah, that's a good idea. I play EU. I play EU. Using a 308 bolty is suicidal in Tarkov. It's so weak. It is now, yeah. So apparently the BTR has got an 80% chance to spawn, but I haven't played Woods for a while. But the last time I needed it, I played 2 raids and didn't see it. So this will be raid 3. Helping by killing. Well. Gotta learn, Find out ironic parts and picks on the PMCs who hide in bushes too long. By hiding in bushes, making no noise and sniping you. And he also doesn't seem to pick on people hiding in bushes particularly. He just seems to wander around the map shooting anyone he likes. Which is a bit crazy. Should we just give up on the BTR? Do I care? What time is it anyway? 26? 28? Wait on the ridge at Old Sawmill overlooking Scav Village. And that's where I usually go. I guess we can go that way, past up here, so then if it comes to the main sawmill, we'll hear it. Something like that. Like, the raid's probably pretty empty now. I think I saw something. I think it was a scav, though. No one just walks around in the sawmill. It's suicide! Imagine bringing a tank battery to Woods to hand it into the BTR only for the driver to show up with 5 minutes left in raid. Yeah. So I've got this horrible new habit now. If I hear a sound, I like sprinted it. Because it's like Last Hero Chop Shop. I actually would feel a lot more confident to play the base game with an MP7 now, I think, after playing Last Hero. Although MP7's quite meta, I think, because lots of people are using Class 4, so... Maybe not so good, actually, because it's not very good against like a Kurund if someone's wearing that. And Kurunds are pretty much 2 a penny now. They're just prep or 4 purchase, so... Same with Defenders. Gak plates out of the Hex attack barter, etc, etc. But yeah, the raid's probably relatively empty now, I would have thought. We'll see, I guess. Like, this is the BTR path anyway. It goes from Sawmill over to this random point in the middle of the forest. Down to this the scav, like old sawmill, whatever it's called. What's my extras? Oh, I didn't bring green flare. Damn it. Can't use power line passage. And from this point, it actually hardly matters. Tips on what mode I should play in Arena when I play for the first time. If you just want to... That's just a scav. If you just want to get into it, I would advise probably playing... I'd probably advise playing Checkpoint, personally. Because you're in a team. It's not just the free-for-all craziness. And either it depends on how you feel. Either Checkpoint or Last Hero, in my opinion. I mean, I think those... I'm biased, though, because I think that those game modes are the best game modes. So I only play these two game modes. I don't play the others. If you want to play, like, a round-based, you know, search and destroy type game... Where did he come running in from? Then you want to play Blast Gang. I think Teamfight is kind of fundamentally flawed. I don't know if anybody plays Teamfight anymore. Blast Gang is like, you know, search and destroy from like Call of Duty. And yeah, this is the original sort of Counter-Strike style game mode. Checkpoint's good though because you're on a team. So it's like blue team versus red team. You're like fighting against. It's not just solo like craziness. Because like Last Hero is insane. If you want like the pure PvP adrenaline, like super respawn aim trainer, then that is Last Hero Chop Shop. It's the smallest map. There's only 6 players, and if you want to get used to a gun, that's the place. Like Chop Shop Last Hero will get you the highest concentration of fights out of all of the game modes. You'll get more fights doing that than anything else. Why do you think Teamfight is flawed? Because there's no actual impetus to do anything. The way that the game... the way that the sort of like decision tree works for Teamfight is that... I think if you've got 2 points, it's maybe different. But 1 point Teamfight, you're at a huge disadvantage being in the point. They have perfect information on where you are within a certain radius, which means, and because you don't respawn, it means it's exceptionally difficult to win by, you know, capping the point itself. And so it often ends up devolving into it just devolves into both sides camping until somebody loses to the cleanup crew. Blast Gang's got like an attacker defender thing, so there's an actual impetus to do something, you know. I try Arena tomorrow. I'm at a downtime and Teamfight sucks. And Blast Gang as well. Oh, Mr. Giga. Hello. Hello, is us. How fast to respawn? I don't have Arena, but I am considering it. Yeah, so Teamfight and Checkpoint are insta-respawn modes. Oh. Wait, where's it? Is it coming or going? I've been looking for you for so long. Are you leaving? Don't just go to the bloody scav base. Now we've got to go to Emacom Medical, I think. We're doing good. Yeah, we played a lot of Arena recently. Someone's inside. Does it always go to Med next? Or is that not always true? Yeah, I've seen it at Emacom a few times. Teamfight doesn't improve with missions like win after the timer runs out or win by capping. Yeah, the missions are like truly awful for that game mode as well. So it's Yeah, I don't think Teamfight is very well thought out. Like, you kind of need some way to fail, right? The failure mechanism in Teamfight is quite bad. It ends up in a stalemate quite easily. Because you either have a 50% chance of winning against the cleanup crew, or a 100% chance of losing if you try and just sit in the middle. So that's why I don't like Teamfight. Blastgang is better because if the attackers don't attack, then the defenders win. So there's like a fundamental, you know, asymmetry there that requires action. Funnily enough, it's actually also why I've argued that, you know, British football is not a very good game either, in some ways. Because you get loads of like 0-0 matches there as well in that game. I prefer... I don't really follow any sports in particular, but I prefer to watch games like... I don't know, games that just sort of have a... You know, if you do nothing, you lose kind of situation, like in, you know, in tennis. It's like, it's inevitable the round finishes at some point. Basketball? I don't know enough about basketball to tell you if that's the case or not. Right. Hopefully the BTR comes this way. Okay, well, probably scavs in there. I've heard from podcasters before that they enjoy low-scoring games because the sentiment that points are scored are more impactful. I think that's fine. But I think the fact that you can kind of just like stalemate the game out, I just think it makes them kind of like, I don't know. I think they lose something a bit. I don't really like games where you can just like stalemate the game out, really, or that's, you know, one of the likely outcomes. I'm just not that keen. Do you have a vignette on your post effects? No. Oh no, that's because I've been painkillered. So the outside is more desaturated. That's the painkiller effect. Chancy, how's it going? Can't agree with your take there on football. When do you think the game will wipe? It's not been that long. It's only end of December, so it's been 3.5 months so far. We're sort of over the halfway point. So it's either going to be June or usually they've been doing August the last 2 years for some odd reason. I don't really know why. Waiting for the damn BTR. Hopefully it turns up. Let's just wait here for a minute. I'm building a big worm bin this afternoon to handle all my food waste. Nice. Good luck. How long does it stay at the place? It's got to come back now, surely. Surely it's got to come back. Two minutes is the stop duration? I don't know how long it, like... Has it just like... I mean, it's been longer than 2 minutes. I had to run all the way over here, no? Why do you want the BTR? I need to hand in a quest to him. I mean, he doesn't seem to be here, does he? I'm caught out in the open by scavs. That is always very bad. It was yeah, the other one was a scav as well, the one tap. Unless there's someone just playing with their headset off. But is it too late to start playing this wipe? It's honestly never too late. It'll be a bit tough to start with. The big difference with this wipe to previous wipes is that on this one, everything for the hideout has to be found in raids. So it does take quite a long time. You can't just like whiz through the progression like you could in previous ones, because all the items are cheap. You can't do that. You still got to find them all. So I feel like there's a time that it ticks down before the scav inbox kicks in and you're dead. Yeah, I know how you feel. Got to find this BTR soon. I mean, it's definitely, it must have gone somewhere else. It must be over this side of the map. Cultist circle does help, yeah. I'm worried about full gear chads. I mean, you will find that. That's sort of inevitable. The thing is, like, how much have you played? If this is the first time that you're playing, have you played the game before? This is an important question. If you've never played the game before, then honestly, I think you should probably just play. Because even if you played at the wipe, you're probably just going to get your ass kicked. Because that's just the way the game is. You need to learn some stuff. So when you're first playing, it doesn't really matter what time in the wipe it is. Oh, you got 2,000 hours. Okay, fine. All right. Okay, well then, let me think. If you've got 2k hours, is it worth jumping back in now? I mean, I still think probably yes, but like, what would be the strategy? What's good? Oh, what's that? What would be the good strategy? Yeah, headshots to your best friend? Absolutely. So you don't have, like, silly Bastion level 6 gubbins going on anymore. Everyone's running class 5. Or all the level 4 trader people will be running class 5. But faces are pretty much open. As long as you have more than 20 pen to get through a Death Shadow, then you should be okay. Tell him to play with friends. Maybe. Is that the BTR? It is. Come back. Gubbins, that's quite a word, yeah. It's a good one. Don't run me over. How long do we have? 50 seconds. Okay, it's alright. Talk to the driver. Here, hand over the moonshine. Maybe I should have paid him to go somewhere, but we're close enough. It doesn't really matter. Probably starting to worry about it. Thing is, usually go for Kappa, and if a wipe's coming soon, it might feel like a chore. I don't think it's coming till... It's probably not coming till August, so you've probably got 4 months based on what BSG have been doing. If anything figures to tell him no, do not start playing. You can level quite quickly if you're using Arena at the same time, I would say, too, so that kind of helps. Him clearing his throat was a subtle cue, I know. It's quite funny, isn't it? Oh, and that's pouring it down. I don't think there's anyone left on the map. There's only 11 minutes left. Thanks for the answers. Hey, no worries. Like, what else is good now? What's that? What else is good early? I guess, like, there's not a lot of stuff, really. Gonna want to do the usual thing and just grab some, like, decent ammo from reserve or just, like, boxes around. Probably gonna be the best way. There's nothing really that you can get that is that good early on. Probably gonna be relying on, yeah, headshots with, like, lower RP, lower recoil, like SMGs, like the MP5 or something, and found ammo. You wish the VTR to periscope? Me too. Me too. It's just me as it always, so I feel like my exfil is almost always outskirts. Yeah, it does. It does. Farm scouts for PS, OPSKS? Yeah, that's okay. 35 pan, it's alright. Do it with class 3 helmets. Most people are in class 4, but it's alright. Like, there's lots of stuff that's just kind of works-ish. I actually still think UMP is alright early on. Match FMJ, not too bad. It's kind of a laser. So yeah, scav shore. That's a good idea. Scav shoreline for free kits, because you can just go to the Labyrinth entrance and just like get free full meta kits from down there. That's probably a good idea. Like, people are entering the Labyrinth underneath shoreline, so scav in, run under there, grab a kit if you can. Sometimes people will have had a huge juke out. Yeah, it is a good one. It's a good idea. Lovely atmosphere, eh? Scav reserve for good ammo. Yeah, it's alright. I tend not to do much of that. I feel like you can pick up enough just anyway. Just like without having to purposefully do it. Yeah, I wish I brought a green flare. It's because I took them all out to play like exclusively Labyrinth. I've kind of got a bit bored of Labyrinth though. It was fun doing the 5-mans the other day, but that's kind of like the meta to... I feel like Labyrinth's sort of solved. You just go in as a 5-man. Like the game mode's like fundamentally flawed. Yeah, you exactly. You rush through your quests and unlock the stuff. Like, I mean, oh yeah, definitely. But it's just like the path there. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen instantly. But yeah, fast questing, do your arena dailies, do the battle pass as well. Like, you may as well. You'll get a lot of XP from the dailies, just doing arena. The Bloodbag / dog is sort of one of a kind though. He's one of these insane anti-questers. Well, you don't need to though. You just headshot everybody with any guns, so it doesn't really matter. How long will the battle pass take to fully complete? A while, I think. It goes up to, what, level 140 or something? Each level takes 1,000 battle pass XP. $150, is it? Okay. So it's a lot. It's 1,500 XP. You get about... If you're good at last era, you get about 400. Maybe a bit more. So average, probably, I don't know. For me, it's probably average about 300. For last era games, probably takes me 3. So probably like 450 last era games. But then you've got all the dailies. 1,500 XP points for a daily. What the heck? Who's going crazy up here? Weird scav, don't know. Whatever. Arena and PV link now? Not yet. They said they're gonna though. They said they're gonna. Are the arena crafts in PV? Because you can send your limit items from arena to PV. Yeah, so you can't do it yet. Ref's not in PV yet. I'm stuck on the last area replacement for the quest. I'm just not that good at that mode. I genuinely just started playing. Like, I think it's a... If you want to do well, I think it's a mistake to play all the maps. It's a bit like base Tarkov, actually. Like, you need map knowledge in last area more than anything. And Chop Shop is the easiest one to... Oh, it's because I didn't get to see the tag because I sent it away. Yeah, Chop Shop's the easiest one to, like, get good at because it's very small, so you can kind of know all the angles, like, relatively quickly. I was preptoning on the extract because getting shot in the trees by some unknown assailant and then only being able to limp and then dying, which has happened before, would be awful in the last, like, 4 minutes of a raid. I would rather spend 30,000 rubles than the possibility of dying in that particular position. Is the answer. Okay, so we did sensory analysis. This is the... Did you deliver the bottle? There's hot zone. This is the stashing of the thing. I mean, I'm not going to do that one. So did balancing. Got surprise. I've got all these random monocleats I just got given by Prepper. It's quite funny. Complete that one. Competition protection. Eliminate enemies in any game mode and arena. That's fine. Take at least 3rd place in last hero mode. Okay, fine. Place TNT bricks on the 2nd floor of the cafe on Ground Zero. That shouldn't be too hard. Should be quite easy, right? TNT bricks are like really expensive though. Is the only problem. You get 4,500 per day for dailies. Oh really? What's the weekly? So am I thinking of... okay. Checkpoint for life. I quite like Checkpoint. Translate, you've been traumatized. I've been traumatized into always being painkillered. I really have. Another idea for the BTR, instead of purchasing covering fire, you could just control the machine gun. Can you imagine cheaters getting hold of that? Oh my god, that'd be quite funny. But no, it's a cool idea. Okay, right, should we do Ground Zero then? Should we get this one done? Unfortunately, TNT bricks are really expensive because they're part of the barter for the 50 rounder drum. So they're like 200 and something K of TNT. Right, okay, so what we're gonna play with this time? Maybe we do go MP7. Do I have an MP7? What have I got? The bad build. Oh, I got an MP7, yeah. Suppress one, 94. It's a bit rough. I think I've got one just down here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sell that one. This is it's a bit rough, that one. Not so. Oh, Baldo. It must be somebody else's. Slight snipes. Yeah, that's what I randomly got. Why has it got JSP inside? What's in this? FMJ, good. I always end up selling my FMJ, so I'm actually not sure if I have enough. I should do. What was my... How much have I got? 300. Well, it's okay, isn't it? I guess we can just like bottom load it with a little bit of this crappy stuff. Stretch it out a little bit. Yeah, I've monetized it too heavily. I should make a stack really, and I just can't be bothered to track it. That's the problem. I really should track it properly and then be like, oh, once I'm over a certain threshold, then I can go and sell it or whatever. But I always just forget to do it because I just can't be bothered. Right, so this way. Really matter which way we've got this stuff, right? Let's just do like this. Okay, and then let's sell this Bitcoin. May as well. I actually transferred some money into Arena so I could buy some more stuff because you could only transfer 1.5 mil or something like that. Bay 5 is really bad for new players. I don't really play Bay 5 last year. Great is too busy. Chop Shop the other way. Chop Shop's amazing. Why take the 30 rounders? Why are you wearing a packer? Oh, I shouldn't be wearing a packer actually. I was wearing a packer because of the previous quest in this series. I was doing the 30s just for kind of, you know, cool sort of min-max kind of vibe, although it's like strictly worse than just taking all 40s. I don't think it'll matter too much. I think it's like, I think there's definitely kind of force a habit from when they used to be more restricted. Now you can buy quite a few of them, I think. You can buy like 14, so it's like not really a big deal now. Well, we do need a piece of armor. What have I got here? What's this guy got in it? Spartan Omegas. I don't want that. Should you go Karand? Karand's so easy. Karand's so easy. So easy. While we're here, I probably should buy another one of these guys. Defender. Defender. 105k for Defender. Perfect. Good stuff. All right. I am gonna. Right, let's get rid of the multi-tool. Let's bring our green flare. What was the other one that we always forget? Paracord. Don't need it for this map, but where is Paracord? Where's the Paracord? Was it in here somewhere? I'm just blind. Oh no, there it is. Okie dokie. Right, let's just go and do the thing. I haven't looked up where the place may be. That's usually a mistake, but we'll just try it. See what happens. Let's see an aim point on that bad boy. Huh. Where have you been looking for a car battery? I usually buy one off the flea and disassemble it. That's what I would do, personally. I've fed several mini movers into it over the course of the life to min-max dailies. It pad over me so hard. It is worth it, yeah. I actually accepted the Wartech quest. No. Do you think they'll bring back the Twitch case for streamer items? You can still get it. It's this. You have to do this quest. You have to plant cameras around 1 million places in the map, so you can't get it now. I don't know if they'll bring it back, but you can do this one to get it. It's called "Is This a Reference?" Is this a reference from Fence? So you can do that. But you have to do it every wipe. But you can get it. It's you don't get it permanently, like every on wipe. But it is possible to get. Do not accept drip out part 1, whatever you do. My cultist circle is quite predictable lately. Yes, I'm in a very similar situation, unfortunately, and drip out part 2 is now finished with cultist circle items, and I'm desperately trying to get this one done. Wartech brand equipment, you don't find that much of it in raid actually. It's basically the TV, whatever it's called, rig, TV 104 plus 10 whatever that one's called. So shame you can't look at the handbooks during matching. That'd be cool if you could do that. I've got so many stims. Third place finish. I'm trying for this evening. Can only play arena for a bit. I hate getting jump scared over and over. I guess you get used to it. Maybe just turn it down a little bit. It doesn't need to be like arena. I find I think I have it a little bit quieter because most people are using unsuppressed guns there. So, and most people are running as well. You don't normally have to listen to crouching, especially in last hero. You don't have to listen to people like crouch walking as much. So, you can have the game a bit lower if you want to. Don't think you'll I don't think you'll suffer. Man, my game looks so crisp with DSR on. So nice. Right. Oh, I'm actually going to get into a different seat because I need to change my sitting position. Can you get through here? Oh, this is the explodey room, isn't it? Oh, I didn't bring any drinks. On this one, it actually probably doesn't matter so much. Yeah, so I need to get... I can't remember which building is the one with the way down. Is it the one... Is it the cafe? Down the stairs to your right. That's actually very helpful. That's actually not the question that I was asking, but that also equally does what I was wanting to do, if that makes sense. There's a pathway that goes from there's a pathway that goes from the outside, the street level, and it takes you directly into the cafe. And I can't remember which one it is. Oh my word. How are there so many people? It's like a freaking 10-man down there or something. My raid code is KGB Mom. Yeah, it is. Building lobby on the way to Emacom is where you go up into the winery. Or maybe. Yeah. My raid code is crazy. Just scavs, right? Speak of the devil. Other entrance next to the coffee bar, close to Green Fair. I can never remember which one it is. Oh, the good one. Anyway. Who's he looking at? Mr. Scav Man. Dude, how does he kill me there? What the frick? FMJ. I guess it's the MP7 problem, isn't it? So annoying. Just all this armor damage. All to just get BP'd in the head. Yeah, what's the objective? Just got to get to the cafe and just plant some TNT. I should have pushed closer, actually. That's probably what I should have done. Rather than peeking the other side, into his right peak, I should have A, naded it. There was a second player on the street. Yeah, you're right. I should have A, naded it, and B, pushed right-hand side and just got, like, closed the gap. Because I have an advantage with the MP7, so I should have just run in and done that. Oh, it's got no plates in it. That's weird. Just take a defender. Got one of those. Should probably buy more than one, to be honest with you, but never mind. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Right, okay, so what we're going to take this time? Let's go with... What have I got available? I might 47 mutant. I don't really have ammo for the M4. I don't think. We could go for some weird shorty mutant build. I don't want to do BMD, but we could do like a Thunder Beast, maybe. It's good on the mutant. ARE, I guess. ARE, MOE, Growl. Get some canty mounts. Didn't even notice that guy. Yeah, I saw him, but he was a bit far. It was a bit far for me. What's the one that you like? Bloodbag? What's the aim point? Which one? Which one is it? I always forget which one you like. Did this one, the T1? It is clean. I've used it before. It is clean. Right, can we go with something? The only issue with this is that I feel like you kind of want to use the 40s at most with the mutant. On the backside near flare. Yeah, I think that's where we need to go. Unfortunately, that means I have to use something else. Let's just go with the problem that I have with the alpha is it's just like really heavy. I often end up going over my weight limit, especially because I've got, you know, a bigger magazine as well and stuff. I end up going over the weight limit, which is really annoying. So let's grab this. Yeah, it's funny because I'm actually utilizing my GPU running DLDSR. It is entertaining because I now have like a much hotter PC. So it runs so much hotter now. Actually, we'll do all of that, and then we'll just stick that in like this. Go with some MAI AP. Let's get it. Let's get some. Bam, bam. I forgot to bring me water last time. Room getting toasty. Yeah, my GPU runs. What's it running right now? 60 degrees. Like, I can hear the difference in the fans spinning simply between 1080p and 4K using DLDSR, which is quite entertaining. And like genuinely hear the difference. Wait, why can't that? It can't be stored within itself. Oh god, well, I've done something unholy here. Let me get this button. Made myself a little bag stack. I keep not buying them, and I'm having to buy them every single raid, which is really annoying. Right, okay. Take another bottle of water with us. Oops, not that one. All right. Yeah, should be good. Let's do it. Let's go. 2 on the goat with the spacer, just to count for high table ball. I'm just going to go with it as is for now, because I've got the suppressor on, so I shouldn't get much muzzle flare. Hopefully the front sight doesn't get in the way, otherwise I'll just get rid of it. Why do you need the spacer? Can I just remove the front sight? CPU really takes the heat in Tarkov. You say that, but the CPU often runs quite like, well, it's one particular thread that runs like super hot. I've got all of the big boys telling me that you need the spacer, so I'm gonna listen. Or at least I'll go and have a look at the shooting range, see what it looks like. Yeah, how's the race going? Hey, CJ. Yeah, they're going good. We did a lot of arena at the start just to kind of get the dailies. And it's been fun. I've actually been enjoying the battle pass. Because I quite like arena. I like team fight and I like checkpoint, and you can do all of that stuff as long as you just roll it correctly. Yeah, all the big lads got dog and spin. Oh. Yeah, that's probably the reason, right? The boys, they never ever, you know, they never do me wrong. They never do me wrong. Gives plus 10 aura. I does think I actually do need to raise it up, otherwise it's not gonna work. Does it go on the AMM? Forget. It does, yeah. That's the one. A dodgy bunch? Oh, absolutely. Clean. Alright. Let's try it. The zero of the ground. Can I see how you lay out your skill container? Ooh. Like this. Although, I didn't actually go in with CMS or with Splint. So we're just going to have to painkiller our way through it. Normally I've got CMS here and a Splint there. Remember, top head at close range. Okay. Glad I have a reason to play Arena again, post Ref 4. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, it's nice to have something to progress to. I quite like it. And I like playing Last Hero. I think it's fun. Yeah, or Hipfire, exactly. I'm probably just going to Hipfire. Do you think the Death Shadow Matter will ever go away? Not so long as it's on Ragman 4, which it is. Because why would you wear anything else? It replaces Balaclava, right? And it's got armor on it, so you're always going to wear it. It's only 50k as well. It used to be like Lightkeeper only, but then they moved it onto Ragman 4 for some reason. I don't really know why. I don't think you should be able to buy it, honestly. But it really doesn't matter either, because you can pen it with anything. PST even. Do you reckon the Battle Pass has helped sales of Arena? Yeah, probably. A little bit. How much? Hard to tell. But sure, a little bit, yeah. I think so. Or at least has made people have a second look as well. I guess it's probably helped the player base too. That's the thing. It's like, I'll probably help the player base on it, because there's a lot of people like, oh, there's actually something to grind for. I want that in the base game. You know, get to play, you know, try Arena out again, because I kind of have to. And then they might find something that they like in there. You know, like I don't like Blast Gang or Teamfight. I've never really enjoyed those game modes. But Last Hero I love. Checkpoint I've come to quite enjoy as well. So you could just find like on certain maps, you know, I like playing Checkpoint on Bay 5 mainly, but Bowl as well. I hate playing Fort because it's unbalanced. It's just a stupid map. And then Last Hero I pretty much just play Chop Shop. Yeah, and the wholly new players, I don't know. I'm not sure how many new players they're really going to pull in. It's just, you kind of have to be playing the base game, otherwise there's not really much point to play Arena. I don't know if it's a good enough like standalone game without the interlinking. Yeah, planting the TNT, that's what I'm doing, yeah. Heard the 9800 XUD is a big upgrade from Tarkov for the 5800 XUD. Any plans on upgrading? Probably not at the moment. It's quite expensive to do that full overhaul. I have to change my whole motherboard, so I have to go from AM4 to AM5. So it's a whole new motherboard, all new RAM, new CPU. It's pretty much the only thing that carries over is like PSU and the GPU. So I don't know. I'm not like super incentivized. Like the game plays pretty well for me. Like I'm not like a 240 FPS required like, you know, pro gamer or anything. So it kind of doesn't really matter to me too much. Can I just like get across here, or am I just gonna freaking die if I do that? Boys, we're killing it! So, whoever was asking previously whether Arena improves your PvP, that's basically all I've been doing the last week. That felt like Chop Shop, honestly. That felt like Chop Shop just then. Like, round the pillars and stuff. I wish I was Painkiller before, but yeah. The no CMS life right there. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have to do what we need to do and get out. It really does help. And aim point energy, exactly. Blood's just like absolutely loving it in the chat. Oh my god. Gigging out AK main. I'm not like a 240 FPS pro gamer or anything. It proceeds to kill 4 PFCs in 30 seconds. You guys know that that doesn't happen very often. You know that that's true. You know that that's the case. Do I need to plant 3 TNT bricks before I get Overseer quest? Just finish part 5. Which one's Overseer quest? Sorry, I forget. I wonder if there are any more. Or is that everyone? Bastion. Freaking green arena thingamabobbin. Huh. That's funny, that is. Gonna be hungry soon? Yeah, it should be okay. I'm not too worried about those things. I mean, MAI AP eats as well, I would say. It's pretty nasty. It's a nice one. Liberators. What's this thing got in it? +4, okay. The rip and tore your guts. Yeah. Should have had that in his little pooch. Yeah, there should be plenty of time, I'm hoping. These guys are just kind of low level. If I don't die here. Alright. I mean, there's not that many more players on the map. In all seriousness. Is this the one that goes to the cafe? Oh, no, this goes up. Not for sure you peeked too early during the reload. Need to cross the street. Do I? I feel like it might be this one. You sure? I need to get to the cafe, but there's a way to the cafe, like, underneath. Oh. That's the restaurant. Cafe is over by Emacom. Oh. Go back the way you came. Oh, okay. So it's different, is it? It's a different place. This is why I should have looked it up. Huh. Wait, no. This is the cafe underneath, right? But yeah, by flare, yeah, by flare. But there's a way to get down directly. I can't remember which one it is, though. I can't remember which one it is. Outside and across the street? No, that's the wrong place. If I cross the street over there, I'm going to end up at Terror Group. Spiral staircase? Which one? Just need to get away for a sec. In a sort of awkward spot. Twitch chat is scabby good. There's a stairway the other side of the restaurant. I'm not sure if it goes up or down. I wish I remembered which one it was now. I don't want to fight these people. Oh no, I've run out of PKs. Hopefully they didn't hear that. Inside the building in front of you are stairs down to underground. You can take the underground to flare. The cafe is right next to it. I want to go in. I want to go through the cafe there. There's a route directly into the back of the cafe. I think it's the next one though, unfortunately. I think you have to go to the next. I think you have to go like across the main road to get to that next one. To get into it, unfortunately, so I don't think it works. Yeah, this is create the distraction. This is the one where you need the TNT. Right. Should be able to do this, right? Restaurant you in, just go upstairs to the spiral stairs. Really? Okay, right, I'm fed up with this. I'm looking it up on the wiki. Because people keep telling me that I'm going to the wrong place, and some people keep telling me I'm going to the right place. And now I'm confused, and I'm confusing myself, and I don't want to do this. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. It's not the cafe, it's the restaurant. That tummy needs gluing up. I didn't bring a CMS though, did I? Is the quest text helpful? No, as usual, the quest text is misleading. So I need to go back where I was. I love Tarkov's quests for many reasons, this being one of them. Sounds like our boys are nearby. Again. One thing I love about Grey Zone, you don't need the wiki to figure out what you're meant to do. I'm not so sure about that. The first couple of tasks? Sure. But after that, basically the same. Right, where did they get planted? Just here. Okay. Alright, I was going to the cafe by the flare, which is what half the people were directing me to. And where I thought we needed to go. Hello, Messina. Hey. Completing things in Tarkov feels really good and rewarding. Sure. Yeah, there was one in like Banpa on Grey Zone where it's like find the murals and they're just impossible to find and the AI's just shooting you through bushes and stuff. It's just annoying. Like, it's just easier to look it up. They need to figure out the key thing as well. I mean, I haven't played for a while, but... What is my extract, anyway? Emacom. Oh, I'm back to 4. Interesting. So now it's player scav city, I presume. we go. Okay. Grab a rat cola. So that will stem the tide of our stomach. Good job avoiding the boys. They were bloodthirsty for sure. They wanted my ass. They pre-fired me like crazy through the wall and stuff. It was like, it's the easiest way to go, actually. I want to get back down, don't I? Probably, and then out of flare extract, I imagine. Oh yeah, black leg. Yeah, I think I would have died to them. They were really, really uber aggressive, and there was two of them as well. And I'm like damaged for a start. I mean, I might have killed them, but felt pretty unlikely. Actually, I could just navigate to the Emacom. That's probably actually safer, honestly. Maybe. Probably is safer, I would think. It's hard to tell, actually. I would go all the way to the end, and then there's that, yeah, there's the walkway ramp, and you could just go up there, and then extract out of Emacom. That should be relatively easy. The only thing is, I guess, that scavs also share the Emacom exfil. It's one consideration, whereas they don't share the mirror extract flare, but flare means you have to dick about and do stuff. And walk out from underneath here, which is a bit suboptimal. This is where we saw those guys last time. And got pew-pewed. Also, yeah, I don't know. I like the fact that sometimes you can just take your time if you want. Like, we had such a crazy start to the raid. I feel like the rest of the raid, I'm just like, okay, we can chill now. You know, we pushed our luck a lot. How often do you kill 4 players in, like, 30 seconds? Damn it, I got blocked by a freaking piece of... Where's this guy doing the twisty? It was only when I came down here one time that I realised you could actually get up here. 2818, okay, well, it should be alright. Made the mutants name worthy. That's yeah, interesting raid. That's for sure. Probably gonna have to run out of here because, you know, wrong ones, or we've just literally just run out of PKs. Good job that happened now. Alright. Right, here we go. An unfortunate run-in with a scav or something. Nope. I cancelled it. Alrighty. Whew. Okay, that was a raid, wasn't it? Especially not knowing where I was going. I was like, we'll just do the quest organically. It's just like, nope. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. I will always bring up this raid when people ask if arena helps with PvP. Yeah, look at that. It was like 30-second fight. Hilarious. All 4x as well, though. Couldn't deal with the MAI AP. Oh, yeah, I got ultra nozzled. That's why I got... Just stuff got reamed out. Excellent raid. Yeah, it was good. That was a good one. It certainly was a good one. Okay, so we've got to see what we've got to do next. So I keep forgetting. So you get against the conscience after doing Integrate Heights Part 5. That's the too much in a row. Okay, so I think... Oh, maybe I got that one anyway. Oh, wait, no. I got... Which one did I have? Out Against the Conscience Part 2. Does that just appear now? Oh no, now it's only appeared now. Oh, I see. Get the old champions room. I thought I had the other one there, don't I? Or is it called Competition Protection? Oh, it's called Competition Protection. Is this slightly different to what it says on the list? I'd explain why you're not dead, Ultra Nozzler. Yeah, I'll burst you a new one. So this is about... Oh, this is the Labyrinth one. This is not the other one. So this one here, though, says... after... Wait, what about... And then you get... Oh, I see. So you do Great Heights Part 5 and Create a Distraction Part 1. You get... And then you get... Create a Distraction Part 2. And this guy. I think. Or maybe... Oh, wait, no. You need to complete this one, actually. This is just the normal task. Sorry, I'm misreading it. This is the normal task line. You can get this anyway. But you need to do Great Heights Part 5 to get the one after this. Yeah, this is the Dorms Overseer one. This is the one we have to go and get the Overseer key from Customs. So sorry, from Shoreline. It's like in a particular place on Shoreline, I think. It's in the Smuggler's base. I looked at this one previously when I was looking through what they changed for ref. It's like a couple of places it can be. Just as you create a distraction 2 for Theta. No. Apparently this has been like branched off and is now standalone on the side. So you don't need to do that anymore. Which is quite handy. I should swap this over to the sick. So we're probably quite close now, I would think, to the end, no? I think. So we've basically got to do Dorm's Overseer Keys. This is Against the Conscience, the one that we've just got. So you have to go up to, yeah, Shoreline to go and grab the key. This one. Then go to Customs, unlock the door, go in and grab something. Oh, wait, you just need to find out what happens. You just need to go in. Okay. And then the next one, you have to kill 100 enemies in any game mode in arenas. That's no problem. That's like 3 last heroes. And then, what's the prize gift? These two postponed reward. Hand over a Lega to ref. Why would you do this for Lightkeeper though? Just because. Is it possible to buy that key? Actually, good point. Oh, you can just buy it. What we should probably do is buy the 2 key and then resell that one. Which just means I don't have to go to Shoreline, which I just can't really be bothered to do. Saves me a bit of hassle. Then you have to go back. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem really worth doing it with Lightkeeper. Doesn't even get that damaged. Let's swap these round. Do you need to do anything in arena for the quest line other than 100 kills? Yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff. Kenny, thank you for the €6. Appreciate it so much. Thank you over on for super chat. Yeah, so you have to do this. Let's see. So this one. So Gates Scotch part 1. If you backpedal. So this is where I was getting confused before. So Creative Distraction part 1 was the one we just did, where you're planting TNTs. To Great Heights series is all the arena stuff. So that one starts with win a match in checkpoint or last hero. That's easy. Win a match in team fight, blast gang, or checkpoint in arena. That's easy. Win 2 matches while claiming at least 3rd place in team fight, blast gang, or checkpoint. I think that's just any 2. So you can just like get 3rd place. You have to just get 3rd place in checkpoint. I mean, that means you cut. Yeah, there's 3 out of 5 and win. It's not necessarily like you'll do it eventually. Grey Heights part 4. Hand over 1 million rubles. This is the annoying part. And then win 3 out of 6 matches. So basically get 50% win rate. Do not lose 4. So you just have to keep hammering at that. You could get unlucky and lose quite a lot of money on that, unfortunately. Unless you like 5 stack it with people you know. Grey Heights part 5 is then win 2 matches in a row. So again, that's just like chance. So if you're completely average and you have a 50% win rate, then that's going to take you, it's like 25% chance to do it in one run. And then you've got the Champions Room key. So after that, this is it. And then you get Theta. Basically, we're super close. We basically we've got to unlock a room in customs and then kill 100 people. And then I think we've got to go back actually. Oh, maybe I do have to go back. Oh, you need to go twice. Apparently you have to go back anyway. So need the key for the following raid. So apparently so. So you have to go back anyway, and then decide whether to hand the stuff into either ref or fence. But it's pretty close. We've got like 3 quests to go, and then we'll get Theta container. And Theta's cool because it's like it's 10 plus it's 8 plus another 1. So it's epsilon plus a 2x2. But no, they lowered the fence rep gain from 2 to 0.2. Yeah, it was quite nice, wasn't it? Not hurting for money, but having to repay the million rubles that don't lose 4 times in a row sucks. Yeah, it is annoying. Wait, you have to repay if you fail? Yeah, it kind of sucks. it kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. I'm genuinely not gonna do this one. Right. Well, it probably is. It probably is about my bedtime, unfortunately. What's this got in it? Kid Rams Titans. Not bothered about that stuff. Coolio. Yeah, so next time, I guess we'll carry on doing... Yeah, we'll carry on doing dailies for Battle Pass stuff. Making sure that we're keeping up with the BP grind. Want all the camos, I'm definitely keeping going with it. I mean, I play Arena anyway, so it's nice to have a reason to play it. So that'd be good. And then, yeah, we'll just get this last thing done. We've just got to go to customs and extract out that doodad. So, not too bad. We're pretty close. We're pretty close. I do like crafting SJ6 right now. SJ6 is pretty good to craft. I think it only costs about 80k, and then together they're about... Actually, no, it's a bit more than that because of the meds. I never normally think about the piles of meds. Oh, whatever. The stuff in the laboratory actually is just not really worth it at all. It's like hardly worth even bothering like pressing the buttons. You make such a small amount of money. Workbench is pretty good, but just check through everything, make sure everything's alright. We got fuel. Yeah, fuel's okay. That'll last till the morning. Oh, we'll do this. I've got some 1 out of 60 waters, which turn them into slavers, basically. Emergency water, and then here we go. Yeah, cool. What can you do against video lags on Twitch? Like from your end? Turn on or off hardware acceleration, depending on whether you have it on or off. Sometimes that can fix it, make things better. Let me just put this case together, otherwise I'll forget to do it. Right. I'm mainly doing it for the camos. Like, I want to do it for the camos primarily. I want the weapon camos. The weapon camos are super cool. And I don't know when we'll get them again, Right. Who is around on the old Twitch box. I will go and see Ewing. He's not too many peeps around that I'm, you know, in my circle, doing various tasks and whatnot. Winter cameras legit? Yeah. Better get those cameras in the main game ASAP. Honestly, I'm actually quite excited for it. I'm actually more excited for it than I thought I would be. Thanks to the stream. No worries. No worries. I should be back. What day is it? Monday. I should be back tomorrow afternoon. Same as usual. I hope so anyway. And yeah. Cool. Right, well, I will catch you all around. Have a wonderful rest of your evening or afternoon or wherever you are in the world. Have a lovely Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. We'll carry on, and we'll get Theta soon enough, I'm sure. Bye for now.